buzzer for Tim Hardaway to tie the franchise record.
And the number one play of the day.
Inside 2 weeks to go in the regular season, and now there is a new leader in the clubhouse for the best record in the association. The Phoenix Suns went to overtime in Cleveland. Bad beat situation for the Cavs, by the way. The call from Arizona Sports, 98.7 FM.
Swings it out to Cam Johnson, penetrating. And jam time for Cam Johnson in traffic. Oh, my goodness. And the Suns retake a 15-point lead.
Phoenix with the win. They're tied with Utah atop the West. It's Wednesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and the birthday of our colleague, LaFonso Ellis. How about the reaction last night to the Astros being in town in New York? Our Buster Olney is here this morning, 8:30 Eastern time with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. They're next. I'm Jay Reynolds, back tomorrow with Sports Center all night. It's ESPN Radio.
We're back on Wednesday, and the draft is finally over. Woo, that was long. So we'll tell you which team has the best chance to go from worst to first, and from first to worst. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin, Wednesday morning on ESPN Radio. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin starts next at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN News.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble? No one likes that. We can get you set up for the warmer temps ahead. Let's start with a free battery test. If you're just in need of a charge, we can help with that too. And if it's time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination. Claim based on data from the MPD Group 2019.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network, too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost.
Let's go.
Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with the free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone via 24 bill credits while supplies last plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit, service, and undamaged trade-in required. Most reliable according to independent third-party Umlaut from crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
So, how can I promote my new curbside pickup service?
It's possible with Staples Connect.
I need custom floor decals that'll get noticed, not just walked on.
Also possible, Staples Connect can help your business grow with custom printed sales and marketing materials. And now get 15% off signs, posters, and decals when you spend $75 or more. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. Ends 5/29. Visit staples.com/signage for details.
A way to step into another gear for your brain and be much sharper, more focused, and improve your memory to a level that you could only dream about. And notice these results in 30 minutes. Hard to believe? Neuroscientists are calling this new brain discovery the biggest advancement in brain science to date. It's called Limitless, the brain pill of the future. Take it, and within 30 minutes, you'll transport your mind to a new level of focus and clarity you would have never thought possible.
I took Limitless, and it started working in minutes. All of a sudden, it felt like a dark cloud had been lifted up right before my eyes. I have a mental clarity I've never felt before.
Biz execs, athletes, teachers, and students are calling Limitless a secret weapon for the brain. You have nothing to lose, so call now and find out how to get a free bottle today.
To find out how to get your free bottle of Limitless, call 800-605-3946. That's 800-605-3946. Get your free bottle for a limited time. Call now. 800-605-3946. 800-605-3946.
Ron Jaworski here for Bradford White Water Heaters. As a quarterback, you count on your team to perform consistently.
It's the same with water heaters. You need one you can rely on to do its job every single day. Bradford White Water Heaters delivers worry-free hot water to millions of Americans. It's performance you can count on. If your old water heater is fumbling the ball, take it out of the game and visit BradfordWhite.com to find an installation pro and get it done. Bradford White Water Heaters, built to be the best.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
Oh, it's a good day. It's Cinco de Mayo, which we celebrate here and they do not celebrate there in Mexico. So very confusing.
Any reason for a party? Yeah,
that's what it is. I think it's a. Do you remember?
You're telling me I can drink margaritas and eat tacos guilt-free today? Hell yeah, let's go.
Do you?
When are you ever feeling guilty?
Bob, remember that? Do you remember Cinco de Mayo being a big deal when, like in our 20s? Because I do not.
I remember it being a reason just to pop open some drinks. Yeah, not a big deal.
I don't remember it being this.
South Street used to have a pretty good thing on Cinco de Mayo.
They did.
Yeah, I remember playing in softball games on Cinco de Mayo where we would hang out
roll
for a
on
long time. Yeah,
life was good.
Yeah,
life was good. 6 o'clock hour brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White is here for the pro. You know what else is good? It's really awesome when you wake up and you've got two great things that are on your mind. One of them we will get to in a moment, where the Phillies have now taken 2 games from the Milwaukee Brewers, who were one of the best and hottest teams in Major League Baseball coming in to start a 4-game series. They've already taken 2 of the games. One more win, you win a series against Milwaukee, and I got to tell you, I doubted that they were going to win the series against Milwaukee. So I'm impressed. We'll talk about that with the guys coming up. But first up, you want some really good news? Because this is bigger picture good news. The Sixers got great news last night when the Bucks beat the Nets. Because as of today, only the Los Angeles Clippers have better odds to win the NBA championship. In fact, those odds from 538.com are going to go up. Yesterday, they were 20%. I would believe they probably have already gone up. It's going to fluctuate a bit. Because right now, you are sitting with a magic number of 5. Just think of 5. Pretend it's Sesame Street. The Sixers have 7 more games to play. Every time the Sixers win a game, knock the number down on the Nets and the Bucks. Every time that the Bucks or Nets lose a game, take another number off there. Sixers in prime position tonight against Houston to knock that number down to 4 against both of those clubs. The exciting thing about this is, and maybe I'm bluffing myself, is that the Nets look vulnerable. Slightly vulnerable. And I keep hearing, well, when they get their whole team together, they're not going to be vulnerable. When the hell's that going to happen? Is it ever going to happen? But right now, the Sixers in the absolute driver's seat to secure the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and that is a big deal. That is an awesome, awesome thing. It is a great accomplishment. Should they close this deal? It is excitement, and it is worth getting because of the ease of opponents as you ease your way through the Eastern Conference. There is plenty to be happy about on this Cinco de Mayo day, and we will also tell you that it's also National Hoagie Day. And we'll tell you what Primo Hoagies is doing for
what
us.
What a day.
So now, wait a minute. Jamie, can you have a guilt-free hoagie for breakfast?
Absolutely.
Guilt-free.
As long as it's a seated roll.
Because, I mean, there's supposed to be a sharp Italian coming my way.
Oh, hey now.
And Anthony's off today, so I won't see that sharp Italian. So I won't be seeing him.
No.
But I said there's a sharp Italian, and I'm never in to see Missinelli, that sharp Italian. So we'll have a good day today. This is a good day. It's and that was my first thing, Bob, is thinking I want an exciting, deep playoff run for the Sixers. I'm not going to say I want a championship because I think it's unfair to say this team isn't championship or bust.
No.
But I'm so excited to see this team putting itself in a position to have the easiest path to have that deal come out.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It played out last night exactly the way we talked about yesterday, exactly the way we wanted it to. Now Brooklyn's looking up. Milwaukee's playing good basketball, but Drew Holiday is the one guy on Milwaukee that kind of concerns me. I don't like the word scared. Concerns me. But yeah, the disconnect that Brooklyn has, you can kind of see it, John. You had two guys combined for 70 points last night in Irving and Durant, right? And then after that, it's like, what else you getting? So push comes to shove down at the end, and you and I were texting back and forth, and it was a game where they were just kind of...
You told me this was going to happen.
Yeah, they were just kind of volleying back and forth, and I said, with 8 minutes to go, it's going to get real. And then, sure enough, with like 8.5, 9 minutes to go, Milwaukee goes on a 13-1 run and clinches the game. But when Brooklyn needed something, it was so obvious. It was either Durant or Irving and nothing else.
Nothing else.
And that could be something that plays into the Sixers' advantage.
Jamie, I got to tell you, I'm more excited than I should be, probably, just by seeding, because seeding.
No.
We've already seen the number one seed in the Eastern Conference has only gone to the finals, I believe, 2 of the last 10 years. So it's not like seeding has really mattered that much.
No, I don't
think this year it matters more, though.
I don't think you're being irrational about it at all, because this is only the second time in my life that the Sixers have had the 1 seed, and the first time they.
Wait a minute! Wow.
Yeah, I'm like...
Wait a minute.
Yeah, 2001. I mean, like 83, I was alive.
You were alive? I didn't know
Were they
about
a 1
you.
seed in 83?
Bob, you didn't... Oh, yeah, they were.
Yeah.
You didn't know about him in 83.
Nah, I was 2 years old.
We didn't hear about you. There was no hype on you.
Yeah.
You came out of nowhere.
Of my real life, this is only the second time this has happened. So it's pretty damn exciting. One, there's going to be fans coming back in the stands, most likely. More fans. Which, for the Sixers, is, they have the best home court record in the NBA. That's huge. You dodge a bullet from Brooklyn or Milwaukee in the second round. That's huge. And you get the Game 7 tiebreaker, hopefully in an Eastern Conference Finals, which, again, is huge. So I wouldn't want it any other way. I think it's tremendous. I can't wait. Brooklyn can't stop another team's best player, and we have one of the best players in the world. So screw it. Bring on the world. Let's go. I can't wait for playoff basketball.
Pat, am I being too much fanboy? Because you're the person who will tell you that your baby's ugly. Am I being too much fanboy about worrying about the number 1 seed, that's reason to celebrate?
First of all, Olivia is beautiful.
She is
beautiful. No, not at all.
Okay.
One of the things that I think about a lot when they show the quadruple bounce from Kawhi is how that game would have played out differently had it been in Philadelphia with the home crowd. I'm not one that buys into so much that the home crowd can make that much bigger of a difference, but in a close game like that, maybe it could have. And to see the Toronto fans just euphoria, thinking about what it would have been like in Philadelphia had they had home court advantage, I don't think you're being ridiculous at all.
Well,
I think it's needed.
I think
benefit.
They could have potentially called a travel, on
you think?
On Kawhi.
Because
if that game's in Philadelphia, and I'm not beyond it, Bob, you know a lot more than I do about officiating in the NBA. Maybe they call a travel.
The podcast I listened to about the refs, they said there's a subconscious, favoring of the home team,
and the clock wouldn't have started a half second late.
It's not like also a 60-40 thing, but there is a slight home court advantage for referees in the way they call games, proven over stats.
Have you seen the Windhorse show when I'm sure you guys watch it, when they broke it down after that game? The clock didn't start on time.
No, it didn't.
They run a clock right next to the clock. It did not start on time. They got an advantage of probably a half second.
Yeah, that whole play was just...
Oh, my gosh. What was your thought when you watched it?
Originally, I didn't see the travel because it was kind of weird that he's going away from you and it's a curl around. And I might not have even been watching the ball. I might have been watching defense somewhere else.
Defense was perfect.
Defense was good. Simmons was on him. It's almost like, why? If you're going to question something, you could maybe say, why did Embiid come off and rub off Simmons? Because he did. He kind of came over and he rubbed him off, got in his way a little.
That's by design, right, or not?
I don't know. I don't know what the call was there, if it was to double him or not. But Kawhi Leonard getting a ball with a couple segens to go in a Game 7. There's not a referee in the world that could have called travel on him unless he still hasn't dribbled. So, it's just wild. But, yeah, home court. Look, referees are human. And when you have that vibe of a home game and fans going crazy, I'm assuming, I don't know, and this isn't intel or anything, but I assume that sure, the home team gets a little advantage sometimes because it's human nature.
You like that it seems like what Bob's saying there, Pat, would piss you off a little bit. That referees they sort of acknowledge, when you're at home, they're going to get more calls. Because it's the truth. I've heard it from NBA referees. That they've said it, that it's tough to make a call, or exactly what Bob was saying before about Embiid. It's tough when one guy gets all to call the fouls on everybody else because you feel like you're doing it too much, which makes no sense to me.
It's the human element that we talk about wanting to kind of get out of sports a little bit. We talk mainly about it in baseball with the robot umps, but it's something that is not that surprising because if I was put in that exact same situation, I probably would do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It can go the other way, too, John, real quick. You could have a referee that's very conscious of, hey, look, and this was what happened. They meet after every game, referees. They meet for 20 minutes more after every game. Then they go and they watch the game on their computer. Then they're graded. Then they talk to their supervisor. Like, it's not just you do a game and go home. It's unbelievable by the book how they go over every single game. So if they get a sheet handed to them that says, home team got 20 more fouls, went to the foul line 20 more times than the away team. It's in their heads. So then subconsciously, maybe next game, you're making the more calls for the away team. So all I'm saying is there is a human element that comes into play.
The coaches, too, I've heard stories, too, where the coaches are constantly just doing, remember last game?
Yeah,
don't
you
do
owe us here.
Don't do us like that.
Yeah.
Don't do us like you did last time. Putting it into the referees' heads.
Don't
do us like Joel got mauled last time. We saw the report.
Yeah.
We saw the report.
You see the cuts on Ben's arms? Yeah, that was from last game. Yeah.
Hey, it's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Hurry into your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com to see the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Sixers and the Rockets tonight in the Fanatic. We dropped the magic number to 4. Foe tonight. By beating the Rockets. The Rockets are terrible, and I don't want to hear any load management. Load management can come up. Next week when that is clinched.
The fact he played the back-to-back on Monday, I think he's playing tonight.
Can you explain? I'm going to let Pat. I'm going to give you first shot.
First of all, I ain't no bitch.
I know you're not. I'm going to give you first shot at this, Pat Egan. I don't want to be over alarmist about Joe Girardi, but we just talked about this yesterday where I'm actually losing faith in his ability to manage baseball games and to do the fundamental things correctly. Is there any thoughts you have on last night?
That was absolutely embarrassing, and that might have been the nail in the coffin for me.
As far as he's losing, you've lost faith.
I think he's lost. That lost me. That completely lost me. He's made boneheaded moves this entire year, but to not double check a lineup card, to not make sure the guy, like you actually had a guy that, by the way, you just brought up from AAA, and you have him be the first guy to the pen, first of all, but then you stupidly don't make
even have
sure
him on
he's on the
card.
So then you have to bring in the worst bullpen arm you have in David Hale, who somehow has thrown the third most innings out of the bullpen, even though he's got an ERA of 6.5, and you almost give it away.
Joe Girardi says after the game, it's ultimately my fault because I didn't catch it. Let's hear Joe. Joe, stammer through it.
Every day we submit the lineup, goes to Major League Baseball, the roster. We made a roster change, and I just didn't catch it. I mean, ultimately it falls on me because I didn't catch it, but then they reproduce and send the cards to us, and then we print them out. And I didn't notice that De Los Santos wasn't on there. All the time, I look at the cards and I count the people, and you make sure that you have 26 people. I missed it today.
Okay, wait a minute. So you didn't do it all the time?
No, he did it all the time. It's
he
just
says
this one
we do
time.
it all the time, but we didn't do it yesterday. I hate that half-assed. I'm telling you, and Joe Girardi, and if he was on this radio show, I'd say, "Come on, Joe, give us a real explanation," because you're telling us, well, ultimately he conditions his response. Well, ultimately it's my responsibility. No, Joe, it is your responsibility. Nobody else's. It's yours. It's yours. Don't tell me, well, ultimately it's my responsibility. And he even says it like that.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility, Joe. And you have how many hours before games? He's probably at the park at 2 o'clock.
Probably, if not earlier.
Maybe earlier.
And
you have all day to review this crap.
And your team's short-staffed right now.
Gosh.
You have 2 relievers. You have 1 guy out on suspension. Archie Bradley was supposed to be back, but had a setback with an illness or something. Right. You have a short bench. You would think the lineup card would gone over meticulously during a series like this, especially when you burn 2 relievers the day before a rain delay.
We always count our guys. You always count but not yesterday.
Yeah.
But I missed it yesterday.
Now, does it fall under the wheelhouse of somebody else? Maybe. Maybe it does. Maybe it
you take the bullet. Right?
He didn't take the bullet.
Yo, Billy, what the hell? Every day you make sure that this is taken care of. Ultimately, yeah, it falls on Joe Girardi in 162 games. That might be one of the most mundane things you do. I don't care. I agree with you, John. Like, you cannot have this happening when your club is being questioned for their mental awareness during a game, for your, meaning the manager, mental awareness during a game, and now we have to question it before a game also?
Okay, I got to tell you that, and again, I am not one of the I am not the kind of host that just wants to say, okay, well, we're going to bash this guy, because I don't like that.
I want to like Joe Girardi.
So do I. And guess what? The performance right now, I don't do standings till Memorial Day-ish time, but I know where they're at right now, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed that they're right there in the mix with everybody else. I think they could be better. I think they could be better than what they are.
Yeah, they should be better.
But I'm not going to bash that. But I'm going to tell you, at some point you lose me. At some point you lose my faith. And he's heading down that path, Pat, because I would have killed Gabe Kapler for every single one of these moves and used it as a point of reference to say why he's incompetent.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Spider-Man gif that they have of Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man, and it's Gabe Kapler pointing at Joe Girardi at this point. And I feel like at this point, they are winning despite his ineptitude. I mean, I think we're finding out why this guy wasn't highly sought after when he got fired from the Yankees, why he sat in a booth, and why he really only had one job offer, and that was the Phillies, the year that he decided to, quote, come back to managing. And I'm blown away because I didn't expect him to be this bad. Like, that's flat out. He's been bad.
No, he's been
Gabe
bad.
Kapler is the 3rd best winning percentage in baseball.
I don't care.
Saying.
I don't care.
I mean, Gabe looks like a better manager right now. Let's be honest.
It's May the 5th.
Oh
no, I'm not worried about that.
You just can't let it go.
Dude, that's two times in 30 games. He has screwed up something.
Oh, I agree with you.
Fundamental to the 2 times.
Guess what? And those are things that we saw. Fundamental things is what Gabe Kapler never knew how to do. So I don't want to hear it. But in that,
I'm kidding with the comparisons.
I get you.
But
I get you.
Joe stinks.
But it's
right now.
Right now,
yeah.
Right now.
Luckily, he's a young manager and he can grow into this role.
I don't understand it. All I can take it is that I will make an assumption. Joe Girardi is distracted. Joe Girardi, there's something distracting Joe Girardi from doing his job well. And human beings have it happen. There's something going on. Because the only other explanation is you are not good at your job, and nobody in Major League Baseball has ever said that, Bob, about Joe Girardi. So I'm thinking he's taken his eye off the ball where his focus is not on game. He's absentee before games, and he's absentee during games sometimes.
That's interesting, and you wonder if it's a management group type of thing. Like Kapler was brought in here because the management group thought, analytics is the way to go. He didn't work out, and players suffered. Rhys Hoskins suffered under Gabe Kapler. Now Girardi comes in, and it seems like something may be going here, and the game is suffering.
And
they're
game
bad
is
base
suffering.
runners. They're making bad decisions. He's calling on pitchers that haven't warmed up. He doesn't have people on the lineup card. I don't know. It's
He's distracted.
It's head scratching like you were just doing, John.
I can promise you this: if we had advertisers that were supposed to be addressed on the show, if we had things that we were supposed to do on a daily basis around here, and at the end of the show, my boss comes to me 3 out of 5 days, Coach and Chuck say, dude, you missed 4 advertisers. You didn't do this element, which you're supposed to do at this time. You forgot to do this. Where's your head? And they look at you and go, where's your head? You got to get focused. We need you to be focused. He's not focused, Jamie. It's not. I mean, and there's that whatever it is, it's all I'm going to write it off to is a lack of focus. That he's not paying attention enough. And guess what? He's got to find a way to pay better attention.
Well, that's the fish stinks from the head down. And maybe that's something that is contagious in that clubhouse, because I think base running mistakes and defense are...
Well, that was always bad under Kapler, though, before he got
but it's not getting any better.
No, it's not.
And I think that's all fundamentals are details. And if you're overlooking details, you're overlooking fundamentals. And it could be stemming... Look, I don't want to put too much on Joe because it's only 30 games, but, Wait a
minute. This has been a ton of errors.
Sure, it has. And I don't want to blame the whole team's mistakes on Joe yet.
Okay,
but I'm certainly thinking this could be something that just, reverberates those clubhouse walls.
And that's a scary proposition. Because right now, Pat, one thing I will do is, and if I don't do it, hold me to it, is that I want to always be consistent. And I was a Gabe Kapler detractor from the beginning of his hiring.
I would actually love to see the reaction to Gabe if he did that last night.
I mean, seriously,
people would have been frothing at the mouth.
People would say he should be. I guarantee you, there would be people saying Gabe Kapler should be fired.
Oh,
today,
absolutely.
Considering that, because I heard it in this market.
Yeah.
Take him out today. He's killing this team today. And so, Pat, you're very good at this, though. This accountability thing has to happen because people have to hold Joe Girardi the same standard they held the guy that they ran out of town.
Absolutely. I think it was Jamie who said, a manager can win you 5 games a year or so.
I think it's 7 to 10 is what they say.
A manager can lose you 7 to 10.
Sure.
And look, I don't remember the last time they had back-to-back 5-out saves.
Oh my gosh.
And you're playing with fire when you come in with 5.
He burned an arm last night by not even having him on the lineup.
Yeah. So you had to have a 5-out save from your bullpen. I will give him credit in this, all right, because I don't want to rip him too much for that one giant snafu. I was happy that he left Aaron Nola in to finish the inning.
Oh, yes.
That
was a good move. Yeah.
Other than that, though, that's like saying, other than that, how would you play Mrs. Lincoln?
How about a fake Uber? Okay, so here's what happens. We set up a fake Uber. So when David Hale asked to come to the ballpark, Egan's his Uber driver, and he takes him up the turnpike into New Jersey.
He looks like a Mets kind of guy.
Take him to New Jersey.
Yeah, he does.
Take him in, and that he can't get to the stadium on game day.
Yeah.
I don't want him harmed. I just want him out of the distance of the ballpark. So, Pat, you willing to do this? We set up a fake Uber.
Absolutely. Yes.
And so Pat will take him, and you're going to have some, I don't know, you could blast tunes or something like you're not paying attention to him when he says, the ballpark's that way, you're not paying attention. And make sure your locks, put the child locks on. So that way he can't open the doors.
Yeah, he's not getting out of that.
Because I'll tell you this, if he comes over into the front seat, you're dead.
Did he win a contest?
He may have.
You could pull the Elaine Bennis and pretend like you're deaf in the cab. Remember that episode?
That was terrible. That was a great episode.
Sorry, I went to a rock show last night. I can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Don't want to do that. Oh, my gosh. Not a good conversationalist. So we got a lot coming up. Bob Cooney has concerns, and it's not about Joe Girardi. It involves your Sixers. And that is where we will keep this conversation going. And if you want to share your thoughts, you can at 610-632-0975. You can introduce yourself to Connor. Mike directing the show on YouTube and Twitch. And my spies had Mike out in a bar Saturday night. Just going to tell you. I got the report.
The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
Mike was out in a bar Saturday night. He could have been focusing on the show Saturday night, but he was out with his lady in a bar.
If he was focusing on the show, I'd be more upset with him.
It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
The John Kincade Show.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that. Yeah, he must work out.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network, too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost.
Let's go.
Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with the free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone via 24-bill credits while supplies last plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit, service, and undamaged trade-in required. Most reliable according to independent third-party umlaut from crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and I'm excited to introduce you to someone very special. She's beautiful, classy, and she's brilliant. She will dazzle you. Meet her. Meet Krista. And she's so easy. You heard me. She's easy. Krista is the name of my most loved engagement ring. Get the perfect ring for the perfect person at the perfect price. My team of real expert jewelers and gemologists handpick each diamond. Krista is a bright white, 100% eye flawless, near colorless, high quality, round, brilliant cut certified real diamond. Set in a classic Tiffany setting. Krista's available now and she's ready for love. I'm not just in the jewelry business, I'm in the love business, and that makes getting an engagement ring so easy. Visit me at IHateStevenSinger.com or at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. This magnificent 1-carat round brilliant cut diamond is under $3,200. Real diamonds from a real jeweler for the real love of your life. And speaking of life, get our lifetime guarantee. Your diamond is always worth what you paid for it, for life, forever. Interest-free financing, the best guarantee in the business, at real expert jewelers available 7 days a week in our showroom. By virtual appointments, email, chat, phone, text, or Zoom. We make it so easy. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, could I have EPI?
Sponsored by AbbVie.
We're all ready for spring. Now's the time to get ready for spring projects with help from the Home Depot. Install a brand new faucet, lay down fresh new flooring, roll on a bright new coat of paint. Need to figure square footage or paint coverage? Our project calculators will do the math. Do it all from our app and get delivery right to your door. Download our mobile app to get started. Bring on spring with innovative help from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
I need these boxes in bin 7. Oh, hello. Hi. I just wanted to call in and find out when next...
Whitney's warehouse foreman just retired, and the replacement needs to move to fulfillment.
Hold on. Guys, can we get the dock cleared now?
Indeed can help her hire the people she needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. Consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Philadelphia area attorneys. Online at CordellCordell.com. Offices in Philadelphia, Radnor, and Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Michelle Ferrari, licensed in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Nissan believes you deserve a car that thrills you. So we have to ask, does your car thrill you?
When you hit the pedal, do you get something back? A chill in your spine, goosebumps on your goosebumps. When you take off, do your fingers tighten around the steering wheel? Does your heart beat in your stomach and your breath catch in your chest? Does driving make you feel alive? Because it should. And if your car doesn't thrill you, ours will. This is the new Nissan.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. At Nolan Painting, we believe that everyone who puts in an honest day's work should expect to earn a living wage. If you have solid work experience and a vehicle, we can start you at $15 an hour and we'll teach you how to paint. From there, you will steadily earn more as you grow into the job and become a valuable member of our winning team. You can expect bonuses, health insurance, a 401k plan, and a great work environment. We're actively hiring positive people. If this sounds interesting to you, contact us at nolanpainting.com.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. But even in, I'm going to say it, unprecedented times, don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward fast with internet speeds up to a gig, with the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks, and with security solutions that help keep your connected devices protected. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next. And bounce forward. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com to learn more.
This Friday,
I need to know who killed my son.
from director Guy Ritchie.
You're gonna have to go undercover, boss.
Jason Statham.
I can do it in 2 weeks. You only wish you could do it in 20 years.
Wrath of Man. Rated R. In theaters Friday.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Can we wrap this up? I need to get home in time for General Hospital.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Thanks for hanging out with the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. We do appreciate you. The Parks Casino Sportsbook app is a great way to get in on that in-game wagering. I tell you all about it all the time. It is a lot of fun. You can download it at parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC. It's National Hoagie Day. And Jamie, I saw you walking by with a pizza box and I got nervous. I was like, wait a minute, he can't screw up National Hoagie Day.
No, that was unfortunately some fallen soldiers, some delicious Pagano's tomato pie from All-Star Day that
Wait a minute, from last Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay, Wood Bob. Over under.
Last Thursday.
It was refrigerated.
That Jamie would have put a piece of 6-day-old tomato pie in his mouth.
I'd say
over under is 2 slices.
If Jamie came in here with the munchies, a hangover, something, whatever, and he needed sustenance, yeah, he'd do it.
Pat, 2 slices. Over under.
I would hope the answer is under.
I think 6 days is
too much.
No,
probably a day past my comfortability.
Really?
Yeah.
So there is some level of things.
Yeah, there's a level. There's a level.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
I have not known that. Pat, I had no idea there was a level.
I never want to be judged for doing anything, quote, disgusting ever again by this man.
Well, I think people are cowards when it comes to their comfortability with food. Like, I don't think a lot of food goes bad as much as early as people think.
That's not good, DT.
I
don't think
it's fine.
6 days.
No, that was too long for me.
So 5 is
but
fine.
four, no question. 5, I'd have to examine it and see.
I'd have to examine it.
What's involved in the examine?
Well, you look at it, you smell it.
What are you, the Monopoly guy?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a smell factor.
Yeah, you check it out.
It doesn't. Pizza.
Is the fridge stinky?
Smell.
Was it covered? Was it not covered? There's a lot of factors that go into this.
But if it's left out with meat on it overnight, you're good to go.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're an idiot.
It's
But you can't sleep in your bed though.
Well, no, that's just dirty.
Yeah, because that's disgusting to him.
Chevy puts up the chat here, and I was looking at the winner. It seems like there's a lot of discussion. I think we're supposed to either. I'm getting killed for being either impressed with a 500 ball club, or I'm being.
I don't think anybody's impressed.
Or I'm being told that this team's won 2 games in a row, and you're complaining about Joe Girardi. If you believe that Joe Girardi's doing a great job, and you believe Joe Girardi's mistakes don't deserve to be talked about, and you don't think that's a big story, I'm going to tell you're not paying attention. You don't think that if you don't think that's a big deal, basic things that a manager is asked to do, And you don't think that's a big deal? I'm going to tell you.
You're an idiot and you don't know baseball.
I would not say that. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to go that far. I do love it. It is awesome. By the way, Pat's Takes comes your way at 7:15. Are you prepared? 7:15.
We were doing that today?
Pat's Takes. You've got around...
40. Yeah, no, I got it.
Oh, geez.
We're good.
Pat's studying.
We're golden.
Pat is in the lunchroom before the geometry test right now. He's scrambling to put
at the
this
Citizens
together.
Bank Park where Joe Girardi made an error.
I believe there's a folder with old Nats news you could go through. If you needed to. Okay. All right. Bob, you have some concerns about a Sixer. And I got to tell you, when you say there's a concern, then that concerns me. Because
Actually,
your discerning eye concerns me.
I don't. I'm trying to push down your concerns.
Are you?
Yes.
I have some concerns.
Okay, so Jamie, you're in on it too?
Slightly. Not anything major, but it's definitely a prove it playoffs for him.
Okay.
Right. So Tobias Harris is the guy that we're speaking about. And did he disappear during the playoffs last year against Boston? He did. Embiid tried to take over. It seemed like Harris was just, wait, what's going on here? I haven't played in this type of atmosphere. Ben Simmons obviously was out. So it was different. So your concern about Tobias Harris is legit, John, where you said, I hope he doesn't disappear come playoff time.
Sure.
And I agree with you. It can't happen. It just simply can't happen. And I don't think it will. And the game the other night, it's the Chicago Bulls. They're not a really good team, and it was bad that the Sixers were up 20 in the fourth quarter to begin the fourth quarter, and it gets down that with 8 minutes to go, you got to bring your starters back. You never like to see that happen.
We've seen it too much this year.
We have. But, they needed some baskets, and it wasn't just that Tobias Harris scored some. He had a couple driving layups. He had a mid-range shot. It's the ease with which he can score one-on-one this year. And Doc Rivers brought up something to us early on, and he said it matter-of-factly about, I don't know why Tobias wasn't going to his left hand. That's where he scores best off of, his left hand. And I just think the ease, he shot 10 for 13 the other night. As I said, had some baskets late, which you needed. I think with ease, Tobias Harris is going to go into these playoffs and score you 18 to 22 a night and be exactly...
With ease.
It'll be a game where it gets over and you'll say, oh, okay, wow, 19 for Tobias. He was... I do. I don't think it should be in our front two or three levels of concern.
Are you telling me that I am putting too much, and I probably am, so too much recency bias on last year's bubble? Well,
that's okay. I'm not going to fault you for that, but you should have some bias and you should have concerns. Absolutely. I'm not going to deny anybody to be upset or suspicious about what Tobias Harris might bring. Look, if I'm watching him score 17, 18, and it's on a volume of shots and he's struggling, but he's getting his points only because he's taken so many, then I'm kind of concerned. I just think this year, the way he scored his points and with the ease he can do it when he's in a one-on-one situation lends me to think that come playoff time, he's not going to be one of the concerns that I have.
I think... my ears perk up when Bob talks Sixers basketball.
Yeah, no, I hope he's right.
Feel better.
And he's definitely improved this year overall. There's no denying that. But part of me, I can't have off. No, I can't. But we shouldn't count on them winning games if he has an off night where he's only putting up 10 or 12 points. Because if that happens, look, you could focus.
Ben has to pick up.
Yeah.
If Tobias isn't scoring, then those points have to come from Ben, right?
Well, I mean, Shake will give you a night here and there. Danny will give you a night there and there. Seth, yada, yada, yada. But if I'm coaching against the Sixers, it's kind of like how the Sixers coach against Atlanta. Hey, Trae Young's going to get his.
Absolutely.
Take everybody else out of the game. If I'm coaching against the Sixers, it's take Tobias Harris out. Joe's going to get his. See what they do after that. And I don't know if there's a nightly answer to it that's consistent. And that's my fear is... if he's off or if he's shut down or doubled or whatever, who's the next guy stepping up? Because somebody's got to hit shots.
I'll tell you what, if he's doubled, I'm good. I'm okay.
You're fine with that.
Well,
do you think
about it.
Is Ben going to be
I'm not
more
saying
aggressive?
doubled when he touches it, but like collapsing on him, closing out on shots, that type of stuff.
And that's what I mean. I think he can't be doubled. because you just have too many other concerns. You double him, you have two great shooters in Curry and in Danny Green. Obviously, you're not going away from Joel Embiid. And then Ben Simmons is Ben Simmons. If you leave him, okay, I think Tobias Harris is good enough at dealing the ball. And hopefully Ben Simmons learns to move without the basketball, where he's catching it on the move and exploding to the basket tough. But the reason I really like Tobias, he's shooting 52 or 54% from the floor this year, something like that. He's shooting over 40% from three. He's a great foul shooter. You can't double him simply because of the other players you have on the team. So the ease with which he takes guys one-on-one, unless you're putting your best defender on him, okay. You want to do that? You want to put your best defender on Tobias Harris?
He's shooting 55% from the floor.
I mean, I think he's
from
not only is he not a concern for me, John, I think he's going to be a huge asset.
If he's a huge asset, they're going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I just
like
feel
I think he's that important to this.
That's pretty bold and beautiful.
Not concerned at all about him. Not concerned. I put zero stock into the bubble last year. Not just because it was the bubble, but because Brett Brown and
wasn't everybody playing in the bubble?
Everybody was. You're correct on that.
I mean,
a bunch of teams were. Some teams weren't.
Right. No, I get it. But I mean,
Charlotte didn't make it.
I keep hearing that, though, as well. It was the bubble. But I'm like, everybody was in the bubble.
For me, it's more of the Brett Brown. You know, he just didn't get the most out of these guys. And I think his message had worn thin at that point. I think guys were checked out. And you saw a different Tobias Harris when Doc Rivers came over. And he's taking that game to the next level. So I'm not worried at all about him.
There's no question that Tobias Harris looks like a different player under Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
And I'm talking 80% of the nights, if not more.
Yeah.
He looks like a completely different
He's going to draw other teams' best defenders. I mean, that's what it is. So, that's an aspect of this, too, that gives me some concern. Because he's going to get the 3-and-D guy that every team's got. So, I think he will, but I certainly have concerns that it's nightly. I just, those off nights for him are going to equal tough nights for the Sixers.
I mean, the fact that Doc came in here and one of the first things he said was, I just didn't understand why, and he didn't put Brett down, but he asked Tobias Harris, he said, why didn't Brett have you going to your left, which is your most comfortable thing? And I took it to heart because that's, not that it equates at all, but that's exactly what my favorite thing was. I loved going left hand and pulling up for jumpers that way. When I was a player, Jamie had a way. He loved to do something in lacrosse. Or when you have a comfort zone.
Or going to the snack cabinet.
But but when you have a comfort zone and a coach doesn't notice it, and the other guy comes in and goes, dude, what are you doing? Go to your left. That's what you're all about. And it equates out to 55% shooting from the floor.
It's his highest of his career.
Thing. Yeah, it's a big thing.
How much higher than his for the career?
His previous, he did 54% in 2018-19.
Playing
here.
Under who? Here.
I'm sorry. Previously, he had 53-7 in
really
Detroit.
So he's had this before. We've seen this before, but
this is statistically it's his best year. I mean, he's 89% from the line. He's 40% from three, which is third in his career. Yeah. So he's having a career best statistical year.
Hey, today's National Hoagie Day, as we told you, you can get a primo-sized Italian, turkey, or ham and cheese hoagie for just $5.99 all day long. Find your nearest location at primohoagies.com.
It's like 2 meals for $6.
What is your primo go-to?
Turkey Diablo, and I really like their tuna.
So you like the tuna's fantastic
because they do the real chunk tuna, not like the tuna salad.
Bob, you have a primo go-to?
I'm an Italian with no tomato, extra oil.
I am a sharp Italian, no onions, no mayo. I do not even.
You know he skeeves the tomato, right? We've covered that.
I know he does not like tomato. Well, it's sort of like the egg. I'm learning there's a lot of food phobias.
Yeah.
Mike and Anthony
with
both
the
hate
egg.
eggs.
Yeah.
And Mike was telling me it was the smell of the egg. You know, he said the smell of an egg ruins it.
The smell isn't great, but eggs are delicious.
The smells around this place aren't great anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you.
It's
not a great smelling workplace in the begin with, Pat.
You got Jamie sitting over here eating 5-day-old pizza. What do you expect?
Well, at least I showered this morning.
Wow.
That was a little aggressive.
Made a person, Jamie.
This is very,
I showered 7 hours ago.
Yeah.
And then you slept, yeah.
Okay.
You wanted them to... Do you want us to shower before bed or not? I don't know what you want
in the morning.
You shower in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Shower in the morning.
Shower at night.
Okay.
No, because you're going to be stinky.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
I showered at night last night just to wipe off some of the pollen from the day because allergies are so horrible. But I also showered this morning.
Everybody who was freaking out with the allergies, too.
The AC went on last night, too. It was warm and allergies. Not a good combo.
We have the apartment has a giant wall of windows. Like the back of my apartment is just all windows.
Gets hot.
So the air conditioning comes on. It comes
Got
on
up to 81 in my house yesterday. I said, "This we can't live like this."
81.
Oh, that is not good.
I need my air conditioner.
Okay, that's not good. Wait, seriously, do you not? You have control of this, right?
Yeah.
You are the king of your castle.
I let her know 78's the cutoff. If it approaches 78, I'm out.
Bob shakes his head.
Yeah. No, I give her heat in the winter. I get AC.
I noticed that the girls are not running. When I do go back and visit, the girls are not running the air conditioner like I.
So you're the AC man?
Oh, I love the AC.
Yeah, I love it too.
You can always get cool.
Best.
You can always you can always get warm. You can't get cool.
Exactly.
So if you're cold, if you find it too cold, then put on something. Don't walk around in a t-shirt and shorts. Where if somebody else is hot in the place, be kind.
Yeah.
And let the air conditioning be on.
My air conditioner runs from March until October.
Does it really?
Yo, yeah.
Oh,
Really?
September's a great Windows open month.
Yeah,
every night.
Absolutely.
Wait, you run the air conditioner when?
From March, it's baseball season. So
it's hitting season, boy.
Yeah.
Opening day. So opening day.
So they have opening day for baseball. Yeah. So I have opening day for the air conditioner, and it.
Do you get Bunting flag underneath it?
Okay, if you're a heating and air conditioning company, you might want to hook up with Pat Egan. He's your baseball company. You could do that. Baseball season's beginning, so Pat's turning on his air conditioner. Parks Casino Sportsbook app is a great way to get involved in that fantastic in-game wagering. Go to parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code Fanatic. Tonight we get Beers with Bob at 6.
Yeah, man. Me and Andrew, 6 o'clock. Can't wait. And we're. I'll just throw a tease out there, but we have unbelievable news to go over on Beers with Bob tonight. Something that it's going to make your jaw
Andrew's
drop.
big parlay last week.
Well, that was
way to ruin the tease there, James.
Don't do that.
No, that's
Jamie.
not it.
That's not it. Come on.
Kind of was.
Unbelievable.
Right.
That was.
I thought you were talking about something else.
No, it was sort of. Jamie's ruining teases. But let's do this one for you. Here's one that is sure to raise some people's ire, me, about fans in the stands.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, yesterday Governor Tom Wolf announced at the end of May, regulations in Pennsylvania will be lifted and people can get back to some sort of normalcy here. Now, for some reason, Philadelphia is operating like its own governing body away from the state of Pennsylvania, which I don't understand.
Shouldn't happen.
But I do think the closer we get to the end of May, I do think Philadelphia will come around. They're starting to ease up some restaurant restrictions finally, which is great for that industry, which is near and dear to my heart. I think Philadelphia will come around to meet the state. If they don't, I think the storm of hate coming their way would be... They got bigger problems to deal with right now in the city of Philadelphia. So probably just follow the state here. And if that's the case, we could be looking at near capacity Wells Fargo Center for Sixers playoff games. And wow.
You know they're not following the state right now.
Yeah, but they're like slowly behind
it. They're not. Well, first of all, what they're not doing is they're not following the science, which bothers me. They're not following the science at all, which is what we're supposed to be following. Follow the science.
They're
just
not
following the science.
I agree with you, but
the mayor thinks he's a mad scientist and knows better than Governor Wolf's trying to get people back to work, trying to get people their businesses back, and this guy is saying, no, we know better.
I think it'll come around.
Oh my gosh, we're lagging behind. We're one of the lowest in the country as far as what we're doing to reopen.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's crazy town.
But I think it'll come around, and we could have
when?
Well, I mean, we have to wait until May 31st to see. Like, they're not going to do it before then.
This is like the 2 weeks thing. Remember when Texas and Florida and Georgia and all these places? Wait 2 more weeks. You'll see what happens.
They just haven't announced it yet. I'd be surprised if they continued to have mass restrictions when the rest of the state wasn't.
Yeah, and come playoff time, you're still talking
We're going into July.
I mean,
if you're in the finals, you're in July.
Yeah. But even playoffs,
second round.
Yes, first and second round. First round, I bet you it'll be about half. But I'll bet you second round and so on that this mayor, now I'm a Jersey guy, but this mayor should catch up to the state, and you might have some pretty decent sizes coming up.
The Phillies have, 10,000 right now? Is it 10,000, I think, in the building?
It was less than that.
I thought it was like 8.
Okay, whatever it is. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Look at the Major League Baseball. It's ridiculous that they're still at this number. And this mayor is absolutely imposing his own science, which doesn't exist. This should be more. We should be more now. That's why I don't have your faith. I don't have your faith.
I think by the second round, we'll have near capacity.
It'll be behind everything else, but it'll be...
Yeah.
But then he's going to go to what? He's going to go to say, we're going to allow you to have 18,000? We're going to allow you to have 20,000?
What's Wells Fargo 20,000,
21, right?
20, yeah.
The indoor facilities, I absolutely understand more of the caution. I understand more of the caution there. I get it. If you want to be the outdoor facility, it's ridiculous that the Phillies have that few people in the building.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no science to it.
Yeah.
So you're just saying, well, we know better than you and follow us. We're telling you what to do.
Yeah. I think by the second round of the Sixers playoffs, we'll have a near...
What do you think? 12?
I bet...
Guess what? If we have 12,
15 came to my mind, but yeah, 12 would...
If you have 12 in that building, I think it'd be quite loud.
You could hear 4,000 in that building very loudly.
So let it be.
I think that's a huge advantage. Like, I think the Sixers will respond. I think they're a team that responds to the crowd. Joel Embiid especially, Dwight Howard on the bench unit, getting those guys hyped up. I think it'll give them a little pep in the step. I really do.
Hey, do you consider, Bob, after all you've covered the NBA, do you consider that it's there's any kind of discernible edge if there was 12 compared to 4?
I think the more you go, absolutely.
So really, just the whole vibe, the whole energy.
Yeah, it's look, Oklahoma City back in the day when Westbrook was still there and Durant, that place was an 8-point difference just walking into the building.
8.
These people had nothing else to do in Oklahoma City, and they come out, and my God, it is their event for the day.
What about Utah? I've always heard that about Utah.
Utah's cool.
I've never seen a game in Utah, and I heard it's
Utah's
crazy.
funny in that people think, oh, Utah, it's so pulled back, you can't even drink there. Those are some of the most vile fans in the NBA.
Feisty, really.
Oh my God, mean. It's a rough atmosphere in Utah.
I've heard that it's similar to Cameron Indoor.
I've never been to Cameron. Oh yeah,
the chance.
Yeah.
They're gonna harp on you. They're gonna be all over you.
I don't know why they're so angry, Bob.
Well, maybe they're not drinking.
I don't know, Pat.
Maybe a little drink would take the edge off.
Yeah, why don't you try it?
I've never been to Utah, so I wouldn't know. But
it's a great city. I love it. Salt Lake City.
You got beautiful mountains there. And
yes, Park City. Oh, Park City's beautiful.
Deer Valley. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't get it.
I think, Bob, do you realize if you worked for the ESPN radio affiliate in Utah, there would be no beers with Bob. You would have part of your fastball would be gone.
So
you'd have to
you couldn't even do caffeine with Bob, right?
I never ran into problems getting alcohol in Utah.
Coffee with Cooney. Can't have it. Yeah, we have this great new promotion. A coffee company was can't have it. What about
Cooney
Coke?
would say can't have
it. What about Coke with Cooney? No, we can't have either one of those.
So you sniffed out the alcohol
with Cooney.
I never ran into any burden of finding
I heard
alcohol.
they do the airplane bottles. Is that true?
No.
I thought they did.
There was great bar. My hotel had
an urban legend?
phenomenal bar.
No. I did business in Utah where I had to apply for that little license. We did a gig where I was in there probably 6 or 7 times, and I had to have this little license card, and that was in the 90s.
Wow. Spencer Halls and I used to meet at this bar that had great IPAs because he was a beer connoisseur.
Name dropper.
You're not wrong though, Jamie, that they used to have.
Yeah, I thought
they used to make drinks at hotels and stuff like that. They would make drinks by taking the little airplane bottles and making you your drink. Like you'd see it right in front of you at one time. I don't know if they've now gone into 2021. So we're going to open up soon, I hear, too. So we're getting to that.
I hope.
All right, 7 o'clock hour. Let's evaluate, not give grades, but evaluate the Sixers season in an interesting way. That comes your way next on the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic.
The John Kincade Show.
I know that most people find his calm leadership to be a gentle, soothing beacon at a time of great social chaos.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Shake gets a 3 in the air. Bang, it's good.
Sixers Rockets tonight at 8 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Get a quote at geico.com.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Not available in all areas.
As a small business owner, I'm trying to build my business while keeping costs down. So imagine my surprise when I heard Pi Insurance on the radio saying I might be overpaying for workers' comp. Pi said they could save small businesses like mine up to 30% on workers' comp coverage. It sounded simple. So I went to trypi.com, got a quote in 3 minutes, and ended up saving thousands. Pi Insurance is a breath of fresh air. Their team put me at ease by explaining my policy and making sure I only paid for what I needed. It felt great to know I was protecting my employees while saving money. It's easy to see why Pi is rated excellent on Trustpilot by customers. If you're a small business owner, check out Pi Insurance for workers' comp. Ask your agent for Pi or see how much you could save at trypi.com. That's trypie.com.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer, no matter what you're craving. Because Wawa now has dinner. Every day starting at 4 p.m., you'll find crave-worthy dinner options that will make everyone happy. Like fettuccine Alfredo, kids' meals, delicious Angus burgers, French fries, and more. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa dinner. Sounds good.
Welcome to Wawa. Would you like to try our new paninis?
This spicy Italian garlic panini looks so crunchy, melty. But Phil, your dad was a hoagie man. His dad was a hoagie man. You are a hoagie man. You know what? Today, I'm a panini guy.
Switch up your routine with Wawa's delicious and crunchy breakfast and lunch paninis. Choose your favorite, like Southwest Turkey or a Chipotle Bacon Egg Panini. Available at Wawa.
Here's football legend Howie Long for Skechers Arch Fit shoes.
Do you like comfort? Of course you do. Everyone does. But if you've never tried Arch Fit shoes from Skechers, you're missing out on next level comfort. Saying you like comfort but not trying Arch Fit is like saying you like Italian food but you've never tried pasta. You're missing out on the number one thing. Because with Arch Fit, Skechers created a whole new kind of comfort. They teamed up with podiatrists who used over 20 years of data to create a shoe that provides total foot and arch support for all-day comfort. Arch Fit distributes support across the arch no matter what foot type you have. You don't need an arch problem to love how they feel. And you say you have a passion for comfort but haven't tried them? That's like saying you're a sports fan but have never watched football. It makes no sense. So if you're the kind of person who claims to like comfort, stop what you're doing and try a pair of Arch Fit exclusively from Skechers. Then you'll finally understand true comfort.
See all the styles of comfortable, machine-washable Arch Fit shoes now at Skechers.com.
To all you do-it-yourselfers, get ready to welcome Fram into the fam. Because America's #1 oil filter brand now has their own new line of motor oil and fluids. And it's only at Advance and CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop into Advance and choose from 4 new Fram oil change bundles starting at just $20.99. They have the oil and filters you need to keep your engine running stronger, longer. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Gotta finish this today.
Cristiano's construction projects typically run smoothly, but this project's pipeline is about to burst.
Yo, boss, where you want us to put this? To the left. Your other left. John.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Small Business Month, and Dell Technologies and Windows are celebrating your unstoppable drive. Save up to 45% on powerful PCs with Windows 10 Pro to work from anywhere. Plus top monitors and docks for the ultimate business setup. All with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find the right business tech, server, storage, and cloud solutions at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for Small Business Month savings.
Want to be a fly on the wall at Nat Geo's headquarters?
Well, with the Overheard podcast, you can. From smuggled dinosaur bones to man-made glaciers, each episode takes a dive into the curious conversations that occur behind the scenes at National Geographic. Overheard is presented by Geico. Millions of ESPN sports fans count on Geico for reliable car insurance and low, low rates. Visit geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Get mom the perfect gift at Macy's Mother's Day sale with an extra 25% off her favorite designers with your coupon or Macy's card. That's on top of already great deals like 35 to 55% off fine jewelry she'll love and 20 to 30% off handbags, accessories, and more great gift ideas. Plus, get your gifts even faster with same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Now at Macy's.com. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Stop breathing all your germs on me.
Stop breathing all your germs on me. Well, that didn't work.
No, it didn't.
The Bryant Evolution Air Purifier works so well it captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
From the first pitch to the last out, BetRivers Sportsbook has all the bases covered. BetRivers has a massive number of baseball betting options on each game, including pre-game player props and live in-game betting every inning. Sign up now and get a free play match of 100% on your first deposit up to $250. Bet with a winner. Bet with BetRivers Sportsbook. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So here's how Squeeze.com works. You have a suggested daily cleanse timeline. There's a breakfast, a mid-morning snack, lunch, mid-afternoon snack, and dinner. 5 juices, all numbered chronologically.
And then there's the cashew milk. If you're working out or just otherwise need some extra substance, that's my favorite one.
Yep, you're going to feel energized throughout the day, so try it now. Go to Squeeze.com and order by 1 p.m. The juices will come the same day. That's Squeeze.com. Click Mike and Natalie in the drop-down.
During a normal year, moms do it all. They're superhuman. But this year, moms took on so much more. They kept us safe, kept their hopes up, and kept everyone going. And that's on top of all the other superhuman mom stuff. So this Mother's Day, shop Hellsberg Diamonds and make Mother's Day extra special for her. We have a large selection of meaningful gifts for every budget, so our associates can help you find the perfect gift to show how much you truly appreciate her. Visit your local Hellsberg store or Hellsberg.com. Don't forget your special mom this year, Sunday, May 9th.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
I can't wait to finally see what my new coworkers look like once we get these masks off. I'm expecting to be disappointed.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show, brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Download it at parkscasino.com/PA. Use the promo code FANATIC. And tonight, the Sixers, I have not checked the line yet, probably favored by...
Oh, I have. Oh, we guessed
11
it.
and a half?
I guessed 12.
I guessed 11 and a half.
Egan, you got a number?
I would go with 9.5.
Coach?
They were 8 versus the Bulls.
I'd say 11 and a half.
At the Houston Rockets tonight, worst team in the league. Coach,
don't look anything up either.
Come on, you can do it. Give me a number.
Is Embiid playing tonight?
Yeah, he'll play.
He'll play,
I guess the line's telling us he is.
13.5.
Wow, Coach is closest.
15.
Oh, my. Coach wins. Price is right.
Way to go, Coach.
I might be looking at a little Kevin Porter Jr. over tonight.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, if you want to look at lines and all that stuff, check out Beers with Bob tonight.
I will.
6 o'clock.
There you go.
I hear there's a big reveal that nobody knows.
Oh, if you want to give it away again, go ahead.
There you go. This is unbelievable. Jamie is just firing.
I thought it was the other thing.
It's like the pin in all of our balloons.
Jamie knows the Hoagie's coming. So he's feeling it. He's feeling that the Hoagie's coming our way. By the way, Chase, not Chase.
Chase Anderson?
I'm reading here.
Chase Utley?
No, Chase goes today, though.
Oh, the ace goes today.
Chase the ace?
No, the ace goes tomorrow.
The ace went last night.
I thought Wheeler goes tomorrow.
John, they have 5 aces.
Chase
That's
Anderson
the beautiful
goes.
thing about this team.
Chase goes today.
Does he?
Tonight, I should say.
I wish it was a day game.
Tomorrow's the day game.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the day game, so we got that all set up. I'm ready for that one. So, all right.
You should go to. Oh, we can't.
You can't. You're going out of town.
Oh, that's right.
We're gonna do the next. Next business person special that we can.
All right, cool. I'm in.
And I always love it too because a lot of fathers appear to be, bringing their daughters to the games.
Yeah.
So
I
really,
can't wait to take Skylar. She's been,
no.
but
I'm
not
talking about the daughters are like in their 20s.
Oh, well,
and a lot of the fathers bring their daughters to the game, which
You
is
sure
nice.
they're their daughters?
So, I can't tell. I mean, you can't figure these things out. By the way, what does Michael say? For that last segment, thank you, Jamie, for your optimism. Thank you, John, for your realism.
On what subject? I blacked
About
out.
the fans coming into the stadium.
Oh.
He says, thank you, Jamie, for your optimism. Thank you, John, for your realism.
I think they'll be slowly behind the state.
And he also says, I congratulate you all because we get more real talk on this show than any other in the market. I am a big fan, and I am a convert.
Oh, thank
So
you.
We appreciate you very much.
Michael?
Yes,
we
we do.
appreciate Michael.
Good man, Michael.
Mike's a fiduciary. So he knows.
thought we
a little
liked
bit
him.
He knows a little bit about your money.
Oh, that kind of fiduciary.
He knows a little bit about your money.
That's the French douche.
I don't have any money, so
He knows a little bit about money. So there we go. All right, let's do an evaluation to get started here of the 76ers regular season. Not on the collective team performance, but on individual performances. Let's review the biggest parts of this Sixers season, and we're going to go back to the start of the season. I'm asking you to think of where you saw each player on this roster and what you expected of them at the beginning of the year before they tipped off game one. Have the majority of players, and we're going to do them individually, and we're not going to go down the entire roster, but the majority of the roster. Have the majority of players exceeded your expectations or not reached your expectations? I did this yesterday. This is why I want to hear it from the guys, because I did it for myself, and I personally don't believe we have seen a season of overachieving expectations. So I say to the gentleman in the room, gentlemen, and the gentleman in the other room, what say you? That's where we begin the 7 o'clock hour with Bob and Pat and Jamie and Coach and Mike directing and Connor on the phones. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. I did this exercise yesterday. So I'm not going to give you, but I did not find the majority of expectations have been exceeded. And that surprises me for the number one seed in the East. It tells me that my expectations were probably too high.
What it tells me when you say that, John, is that this is just a good basketball team. So in order to be a number one seed, everybody kind of played the way you thought they would, but didn't exceed what you thought. And look where they are, a number one seed, 20-some games over 500, whatever they are. I mean, that's pretty good, right?
I have 3 exceeded expectations. Can you name them?
I got to say Joel's an exceeded expectation.
Easy. Exceeded
Tobias.
Tobias.
I'll go Dwight Howard. Wow. Well, Dwight has, but he might not be on your list.
No, he's not on my list.
He's far
But your
exceeded
expectations were probably low.
Well, my negativity towards Dwight Howard's pedigree, I've apologized for many times, but Dwight Howard's pretty much, I thought he could give you some real solid performance there.
I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go outside the box here and say Furkan Korkmaz.
Matisse Thybulle.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Because I wasn't educated, I don't think, on Korkmaz to really have like a.
But Furkan has exceeded expectations, I would say.
Like to John's exercise here, and I love this. I absolutely love that you brought this up. Honest to God, and look, I've been more critical of Shake Milton probably than I should have, and not that I don't like. I like
He's
him
a big
a lot.
role on this team.
I don't think you can say he hasn't reached expectations.
He's mad.
Probably exceeded.
You
had him below average.
I have him below, and that's where I say, if you tell me that he's not below average, I believe my opinion then is probably wrong. But I think I oversold him in my head as to what I thought Shake Milton was going to be.
If you would have told me he's going to be your leading scorer off the bench, averaging 13, 14 points a game for the year,
take that.
I think that's pretty much spot on. Now,
as far as what you need?
As far as what I expected.
Oh, what you expected.
Right.
Then I had my expectations too high.
Okay, you had them. Okay.
Then I expected, like, I expected I'm not going to say breakout star because star's thrown around too much.
Yeah, especially for
reserve. But I thought we
reserve.
were going to be talking about Shake Milton this year, like people in other cities would be talking about Shake Milton.
He was in conversation top 5 for 6th man of the year for probably the first half of the season, and then hit the skids for a little bit and bounced back.
I don't think he's in that discussion.
No, he's not. Jordan Clarkson wrapped it up after probably 2 months.
I don't even think he's in the
After
discussion
throwing
anymore.
50 on the Sixers.
But I think your expectations were too high.
And that's very well because when I looked
I think he's met.
When I looked at it, I think that I did not that I did it wrong, but it tells you that sometimes going into a season, your expectations aren't set correctly.
And he's still only a third-year player.
Like Dwight Howard, you brought up a good point there. Dwight Howard, when I look at the line now, and I pull up when you're talking about that, and I pull it up, and I'm going, you're probably wrong. I'm probably wrong on that one because
I just figured you had such low expectations.
See, I didn't have low expectations for him because I never thought it was going to be performance-based. I thought it was going to be where we saw like that 8-day period where Dwight Howard was acting like Dwight Howard, and then he sort of snapped out of it, and he got back to being team-oriented Dwight Howard. That's what I was worried about. And I only saw that happen in like 3 games, and it was like 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
And then now he's back to being fantastic. So I think I'm wrong on that one when I evaluated my preseason, because you're right, Jamie. He's exceeded. Those numbers right now that Dwight Howard's got exceed what I should have expected.
Yeah, and he's the best backup Joel's ever had here, so that's pretty awesome in itself.
Anybody you got wrong? That you think now
I thought
your
Seth
expectations
Curry,
were set wrong?
But like he got knocked out with COVID, and that screwed him up for a little while. So I thought he was going to be a little better, but not much. Like my expectation wasn't much more. I don't think anybody's really, come up that short. I think Ben's
there. It is right there.
I think Ben's the only one where I thought offensively there was going to be another wrinkle to his game, and stupid me. Because I think this is just what he is.
Where is Ben?
Which is very good.
Has not met expectations to me.
He
did not meet my. I expected this to be
He stayed the same.
Yes, he did. And I
expected another step. So I guess by that definition,
not meeting expectations to you.
I wanted a little bit more out of him at the offensive end of the floor. Yeah, I wanted him to be that 8. I think I said it before the season started. That 17 to 20 point guy. I wanted him to be that this season, whereas right now he's at 14.5.
Pat, if I was to say to you, do you have more people who have met expectations or more people that have not met expectations?
I would say more that have met.
Okay. Or exceeded. I remember it's exceeded. Exceeded or not exceeded? Because
I think it's a lot. Not to take a cop out, but I think it's a lot what Jamie said, where it's more of guys that haven't taken that step back. Like Ben is really the only guy that we can think of, and even then, we've seen the impact when Ben isn't on the floor.
Yeah.
So this is where this discussion, and I wanted to have it now today, was it confuses me because I don't know if my expectations were out of whack because I don't have a bunch of guys exceeding expectations.
Like Danny Green met.
And
Seth met. Matisse exceeded. Furkan exceeded. Shake met. Dwight probably exceeded to a degree.
Absolutely, to me, exceeded.
Yeah,
yes.
I think I'm wrong on
and
that.
And Tyrese Maxey probably exceeded for a 19-year-old kid.
So you have him absolutely exceed
for a 21st pick. Yeah,
it tells me right here. It tells me that my meter of expectation is totally out of whack. Completely out of whack.
So we were talking about Maxey at the beginning of the year. And I said, look, guys, he's 19. His body's not going to be ready. If he gives you a little sign, he's exciting, and we liked him. And this was even after a couple of games. But I just said he'll be a far different 21, 22-year-old than he is at 19. I thought he'd be like that grammar school kid on a high school playground where it's like, oh, he's cute, he's good, but not
just
really
tantalize
there.
You.
The fact that he's played 55 games and given you a little something, that has succeeded. I'll say this on your whole exercise, John, and again, I love that you put this out there. I don't think, besides Ben Simmons, there's anybody on this team that has not met or exceeded expectations. And only a few have exceeded. Joel Embiid being one. Tobias, I told you guys, I had him at 20 a game this year. I just think they're a good team.
I want to do this before next season. So after the parade, we're going to let it go a few weeks after the parade.
Yeah.
And I want to do this again because I really look at it as, and part of this exercise was, I really think I was out of whack. My expectations were too high. Or my evaluation of basketball players is I expect too much too soon. That's what this exercise told me.
Yeah.
Is that I expect too much too soon. I'm thinking that it's not as much of a growth process as it is.
Well, I got one for you. Has Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey met or exceeded or underperformed their expectations?
Met expectations, Daryl Morey. Exceeded expectations, Doc Rivers.
That's
Daryl Morey, I don't know enough of...
I mean, he got them to the 1 seed.
Daryl Morey's... a lot of this hay was in the barn before Daryl Morey got here.
Yeah, but those moves, Danny Green and Seth Curry were huge for the style of play. George Hill. And look, Elton's looped in with that, too.
How about this? I had a higher bar for Daryl Morey to meet. So him meeting my expectation, I had a higher bar. So that's the way I'd look at it.
Doc has met mine. You guys know how excited I was when they hired him. And just the little things that he's done to make players better and this whole team better, he's absolutely met mine, if not because they were so high.
There it is.
Like, John, real quick comparison. Sure. 93 Phillies.
Yes.
Goes to the World Series. We all love that team. You could go through every player, exceeded expectations, had career years, this, that, and the other. That's what you have to love about the Sixers team. Not a lot of guys have exceeded because they're just a really good basketball team.
That was one of the weirdest things because, Dykstra put on 35, 40 pounds and
vitamins.
And the vitamins.
Yeah.
And he had a MVP type season. Mm-hmm. You have Eisenreich. You have Incaviglia.
Right.
You have Dave Hollins. Yeah, I mean, it was a team of just overachieving.
Yeah,
and with that starting pitching, they managed to almost win a World Series.
Yeah.
Hey, it's National Hoagie Day today. I know it's Cinco de Mayo, but it's also National Hoagie Day, and you can get a primo-sized Italian, turkey, ham and cheese, or cheese hoagie for just $5.99 all day long at your nearest Primo Hoagies. Go to primohoagies.com to find it. But I'm a little hungry for Pat's Takes.
With or without. Either way, it's time for Pat's Takes.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, Pat.
How are you, buddy?
We're all married.
Yes.
Whether you're married or single, though, we all have celebrity crushes, but believe it or not, criminals actually know this. So what some criminals do is they pose as a celeb to try to take advantage of those that are absolute idiots. Like I remember, I remember getting an email from Tyra Banks and thinking it was fishy that she was asking me, Pat, for $1,200, and I just deleted it.
Which was a lot of woman for you.
It was a good thing because a few hours later, a Nigerian prince hit me up and needed my help, and I was able to Western Union him the fee. So I wouldn't have been able to do that if I gave into these criminals. Now, luckily, I didn't fall for the fake Tyra Banks, and neither did a woman named Naive. Or Naveen. Okay, yeah, her name's Naveen, and she wasn't naive. She was on the dating app Raya, and she matched with Ben Affleck. So she unmatched, figuring that it was a scam. She then received a DM on Instagram from none other than the actual Ben Affleck.
Naveen, why did you unmatch me? It's me.
Yeah, Affleck.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, this is real.
Affleck was clearly trying to cast Naveen in his new movie, Good Thrill Hunting, but Naveen dropped the ball. No word on if Naveen ever responded to Affleck's message, but when Naveen matched with American Idol Season 5 winner Taylor Hicks, she did not make the same mistake. But if you listen to that audio pretty closely, it sounds like Affleck might have been
loaded,
enjoying beers with Bob,
or like in
he's not supposed to be anymore.
Or like in Batman when he was bloated. Which of the two?
He was enjoying beers with Bob.
Okay. He struggles.
Imagine
being a celebrity on a dating app. Yeah, like that's real horny. She is very attractive.
Oh my God, yeah, she's
beautiful.
She's a 10.
And Raya is a dating app for kind of celebs, rich people.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. So it's not like if you match with Ben Affleck on that website, you really shouldn't be that surprised. She unmatched.
Will they ever do one of these things, or is there one where they verify who you are?
It's called Twitter.
Not that.
You get a blue check mark.
Oh, okay, yes. That is the truth.
It was his verified Instagram account that he took
No, but I mean, no, a dating app or something.
I don't know.
Where they verify,
I missed that whole world.
You give your driver's license, they know it's you.
I would assume there's one.
So that way you're not getting catfished.
I would assume there's one. There's one called It's like an Ivy Leaguer kind of.
Jeez.
You have to make a certain amount of money to be in it.
Alec
The
Maltby
Facebook?
or whatever?
Yeah, it's it's big in New York.
Facebook,
No, it's I forget.
yeah.
It's called like the League.
We don't, want
Farmers
to
only?
derail, we don't want to derail you.
Bob knows
Anyway,
all about it.
We'll move on. The term coach speak gets thrown out all the time.
Yeah,
even
in our room it does.
Even when you think a coach is a fiduciary, a lot of times opposing players and coaches take the high road. But last night, that did not happen. The Union played Atlanta FC to a 1-1 tie. And after the game, Atlanta FC coach Gabriel Hines didn't shake the hand of the pride of Villanova, a true leader of men, and known winner, Jim Curtin. Curtin was asked about the encounter, or lack thereof, after the game, and he decided to drag Hines, taking absolutely no prisoners.
I said you weren't going to shake my hand again, and we had just had a discussion about the game. You know, I thought our players were diving, and I get that, but I don't think that's what we're about. Again, I say it, he's an incredible coach, he's an incredible player, but you can still be also a sore loser and be an ass at the end of the game. So I still think there's a right way. I think you should shake hands like men after
Yeah, Jimmy!
That's my coach. That's my coach.
Oh, I love that.
Jimmy. That is awesome.
I love that.
Word on the street is Hines is mad he lost the team's biggest supporter, John Kincade, when Kincade took a job in Philly.
That could be part of the problem. He lost it, right?
That's one of the better quotes I've heard from
That
a
is
coach
fantastic.
in a long time.
That's why he's a friend of the show.
Good job, coach.
Way to go, Jim.
You can be a great player and a coach, but you can still be a sore loser and a bleep
Pat,
hole.
can we put that out on the show account, please?
Yes, we absolutely
Please
Keep
put
it up,
that out
Jim.
on the show account.
Good job, Union.
And
Great
then,
job.
Finally, planning a wedding is difficult. Did you guys actually partake in the wedding planning, or did you guys just leave it
We
up to
went to Jamaica and got married and then came home and had a party.
Yeah, I had a small hand in it. I had to handle the transportation, and it was a nightmare.
Bob, anything?
I put it all
You in a
together, and
blizzard.
it went off flawlessly, yes.
You
In a blizzard. Yeah, I took care of everything.
Bob just dealt with the booze
I
part.
made the dress.
All right, so you got to
Everything.
deal with, obviously, who you're inviting. Where should we put my drunk Aunt Stacy? Will Applebee's cater the event, or should we go with Ruby Tuesdays? And then arguably the biggest question is the venue. Now, a bad venue can ruin the entire event. Trust me. Getting married at Four Seasons Landscaping seemed like a good idea at the time, but in the long run, probably should have went with a more traditional place. But one Florida couple did the opposite of me and went all out. They sent the invitations out to their guests to arrive at a palatial mansion that featured 9 bedrooms, a bowling alley, a pool, a movie theater, the works, right? The big day came, and it was time to party it up.
The wedding had to be fun.
You get the decorations, families coming together. That's a nice moment. Did you have a band? Good or bad?
Who gives a It's a great band. It's a bad band. It's like pizza, baby. It's good no matter what. There's music in the air.
Shout,
Yeah.
a little bit
Shout now. Jump up and shout now.
Well, they never got to dance to Shout.
No.
Shout is the best at
What
a wedding.
happened?
There
Oh,
was
God.
shouting, primarily from the home owner, because the couple didn't actually own the home. They didn't rent the home out. They just showed up.
Are
maybe
you kidding
figuring
me?
that he didn't want to ruin the big day. But he didn't care. The homeowner woke up to guests at his gate waiting to munch on some crab cakes and do the cha-cha slide. So he Cupid shuffled over to the phone and dialed up the police. And the couple was asked, the hell were you guys thinking? But when they said, quote, God spoke to them and said it was his plan, then, you know, the whole mess was cleared up, obviously. Because when God tells you to squat on someone's mansion and throw a rager, who are we to question his mission? So, they did their research, though. The couple didn't think the homeowner would be there, assuming the house was abandoned. They also knew the house was built from the IHOP fortune, which made the invitation to brunch the next day even more understandable. The couple is currently regrouping and is planning to get married at a small cottage at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Wow, that is
Washington.
Good job, Pat.
Way to go, Egan.
Oh, my gosh. That is, the squatting thing got very, I don't know is how bad it got up here. But it got really bad. Down south, people were
really
just moving into houses that people had vacated.
We had
throwing parties.
We had a problem one time, yeah. So Rock grew up in Camden,
okay,
my friend, and we went over there after his parents moved out to clear things out. We walk into the house and there was somebody in a closet.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that
no,
was.
wait a minute.
It wasn't a good scene.
There's a metal pipe. There's a metal pipe in there. Get the hell out of my parents' house. What are you doing in there?
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Hello.
Like that very much. All right, we got a lot coming up for you. We hope you'll stick around on National Hoagie Day. And on Cinco de Mayo. We'll have plenty of that for you. In Cooney's Corner, there's a little look ahead. And it could be a very, very dramatic moment. We'll get to it. Coming up, John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. My friends at Window Nation realize that whether you are hot or whether you are cold, the windows play a big part in that. And so Window Nation has got a spectacular deal for you right now. I mean, an amazing deal. How about 50% off every single style of Window Nation window? So we're talking every single kind, every single color, everything that you could potentially want is 50% off. So price your job. Oh, it's $15,000? No, it's not. It's $7,500. Plus, there's no money down, there's no payments, there's no interest for 24 months. Now I've enticed you. You want to do a little window shopping, don't you? Go to windownation.com and start poking around and saying, wow, that would change the entire look of my home. That would change the entire character of my home. 866-90-NATION. If you're getting 50% off, what other business can you go to right now and say, yeah, I'd like this done. I want to improve my home, improve the value of my home, improve the quality of life inside the house, and you're going to do it for 50% off. Window Nation is. No money down, no payments, no interest for 2 years. Call 866-90-NATION and windownation.com.
The John Kincade Show.
Say it. I'll say it. Loser, putz, dork, doof, dink, schmo, dingus, goober.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Happy Hour and Bob Cooney on a Wednesday night. Check out Beers with Bob tonight starting at 6.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Bob Cooney and Andrew Salchunas go around the world of sports, bringing you updates and breaking news, plus all the betting lines you need. Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob tonight at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network, too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost.
Let's go.
Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with the free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone via 24 bill credits while supplies last plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit, service, and undamaged trade-in required. Most reliable according to independent third-party Umlaut from crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and you're almost out of time. Mother's Day is here. No worries. I've got the perfect gift for Mom. It's my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24 karat gold dip rose. It's a spectacular sunshine yellow color with little sparkles that will brighten your loved one's day. But we want to add some sunshine in everybody's day. So we're using a portion of each rose sold to support local restaurants by purchasing catering for all those incredible frontline workers. You can purchase a Sunshine Yellow Rose. Know you're gifting sunshine to the moms in your life while supporting local restaurants and thanking our frontline workers. If you're looking to celebrate life, say I love you, or honor Mom on this Mother's Day, this is the perfect gift. This is the most requested gift by moms everywhere. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com and still get fast and free shipping in time for Mother's Day. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. IHateStevenSinger.com.
At Unibet Online Casino, play hundreds of slots, new and exclusive, plus table games with live dealers at your fingertips. Win weekly jackpots at Unibet Online Casino and get nonstop rewards, starting with a $500 deposit match. Download our app or visit pa.unibet.com to get $30 free. Deposit is simple with a credit card or PayPal with a deposit match up to $500. Unibet Online Casino. In association with Mohegan Sun Pocono. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania to bet. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Next caller, who's this?
Hi, this is Dan from Navy Federal Credit Union. I just want to give a shout out to all the men and women of the armed forces. Happy Happy Military Appreciation Month.
Okay, next caller.
Hi, this is Sam from Navy Federal Credit Union.
During Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal wants to celebrate the commitment that connects us to our military members. Share your own shout-out with hashtag Mission Military Thanks. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Gotta finish this today.
Cristiano's construction projects typically run smoothly, but this project's pipeline is about to burst.
Yo, boss, where you want us to put this? To the left. Your other left. John.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone, where we've got more ways to get what you need fast and take care of that fall tune-up. With our free same-day store pickup, you can order online and pick it up today at your local AutoZone. Or we can bring it to you with our free next-day delivery. Just order on AutoZone.com by 10 p.m. and we'll have it at your front door the next day. Getting your job done just got easier. Free next-day delivery on eligible orders. Restrictions at AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Hello, I'm a unicorn. Yes, one of those. Everyone's trying to find me, but most can't, unless there's ZipRecruiter. If you've hired before, you understand it's quite hard to find a unicorn. You know, someone who's perfect for your role. So how does ZipRecruiter do it so quickly? ZipRecruiter's technology matches your job up with the right people for your role and invites them to apply, so you get brilliant candidates fast.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/hire.
This Friday.
I need to know who killed my son.
From director Guy Ritchie.
You're gonna have to go undercover, boss.
Jason Statham.
I can do it in 2 weeks. You only wish you could do it in 20 years.
Wrath of Man. Rated R. In theaters Friday.
For National Nurses Day on May 6th, Dunkin' is celebrating nurses and healthcare professionals with a free medium, iced, or hot coffee. Just bring your ID and you can keep running with a cup of your favorite coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Limited time offer. Participation may vary. Exclusions apply. Limit 1 per guest. Not valid on mobile orders.
Hey, basketball fans. FanDuel is making betting on basketball games even more fun and exciting with same-game parlays. For a limited time, FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, is hooking up new users by doubling your winnings on your first same-game parlay. That's right. FanDuel will double your payout when you win your first same-game parlay up to $250. Check out Beers with Bob tonight with me and Andrew Salchunas from 6 to 7 because we will give you a whole bunch of parlays that we like. And Salchunas is pretty good at it, as we'll let you know. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and make your first deposit to get started. Then place your first bet, same game parlay on any basketball game until May 9th. This is why I love FanDuel. The app is so easy to use. There's always great promos, and they get you your winnings real fast. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and use promo code Bob at sign up. That's promo code Bob. 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. 3+ leg plus $200 or longer price. Same game parlay wager required. $10 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
There is nothing bougie about this show. Look, I'm the only guy in here from Delco.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. I'm laughing. Not because I'm not injured or anything. Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Pat Eaton getting called out on social media. Did you see that, Pat?
For what now?
He said he definitely went into the Nats News folder for the wedding story.
It happens.
He said it's a Nat and Pat. It's Nat and Pat.
Did the same person call out Nat when she used my stories?
Right. I don't know. I'm just questioning it. I'm just
questioning it. Just thought you were better than that, Pat. That's all.
I'm just saying.
I said under my breath, I think I heard this before, but whatever.
Yeah. You guys have sat here and talked about expectations right before the story. I mean, what did you expect?
That's on me. You're right. I should have had lower expectations.
Oh, man. What's that? Matt Tate. We want to wish Matt Tate a happy birthday today.
Not Khalil Tate, the Eagles wide receiver, who's giving up his number.
The only thing he wants today is a birthday shout out on the show.
You say, Matt, happy birthday, bud.
So, Matt, we appreciate it. And he's got, but Matt might not be our brightest listener. I'm just assuming. Because I said, what's that fine animal's name? He's in his picture with his dog. And the dog looks really cool. Looks like a nice dog. I said, what's that fine animal's name? And I'm not talking about you. Happy birthday. And he says, Matt. So you named your dog Matt? I don't believe his dog's name is Matt.
That would be pretty funny.
Matt, did you name your dog Matt? If you did, that's really weird.
If somebody did that, I would find that really funny.
That's pretty good.
Wait a minute. That's weird. If Matt Tate's name, if you know Matt Tate.
Hey, Matt, what's your dog's name? Oh, he's Matt.
Okay, that's really weird. That's really weird.
Kind of like it.
That would give me a chuckle.
Yeah, I kind of like it. You know, we can name our kids after us. Why can't we name our dogs?
Dogs' names. You have J-Roll now, right?
Yeah.
Pat. Any other dogs' names that you've named?
No, I named her Cat, and that's it.
What's the cat's name?
Cat Burl.
Cat Burl. I love that. God, I love that. All right, Jamie, dog. We have Bootsy now.
We have Bootsy and Piper the cat. I previously named my family dog of Bailey.
Okay. What did you name Bailey after? Like, was it Bailey's or just Bailey?
Andrew Bailey.
Just a good name.
You like the name?
Yeah. Good dog name.
Piper's one of Olivia's best friends is Piper.
Oh, really?
See, now that'd be awkward if she came over.
She's orange and black, so my wife named her after Orange is the New Black.
Piper, Piper. No, I don't think she's named it that. Bob?
Flyer.
Dog names? Or cat? You don't have cats.
I named the previous dog. We named it No, I don't do cats. We named the other one Rocky. This one's Rosie, but she already had that name. The dog I grew up with was named Lurch.
I love that.
Because my parents thought that he always looked, the dog looked unhappy, like Lurch on the Addams Family.
You
yes.
rang. Coach, Coach is a cat person, so add that into the file.
Well, there's Jack the cat.
Jack the cat. Good, cool cat name. If you're going to have a cool cat name.
Yeah, it's not just Jack, though.
Okay.
It's Jack the cat.
Jack the cat.
Matt said, yes, I'm pretty dumb. Her name is Zoe.
There you go, Matt. You are.
Well, happy birthday.
Matt, you're dumb, but happy birthday. We love you.
How many cats do you have,
Jack
Coach?
the cat.
He said Jack the cat like there was a list of names he had come.
3, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my God.
Duncan and Lionel.
Duncan and Lionel.
Yeah.
Those are good pet
Lionel
names.
a train name? Or named after the Jeffersons, Lionel?
Either one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lionel.
You had a cat train going on?
Now, Duncan, named after Dunkin' Donuts or Duncan something else?
They were rescues. So they already had names, and I gave Cameron the opportunity to change their names, and he liked them, so we left them.
Cat Burl getting huge reviews on social media and our YouTube channel. People loving Cat Burl.
Friends of mine named their dog Chase Muttley.
See, that's cool. But wait a minute, did they just call him Chase?
No, it's Chase Muttley.
Chase Muttley.
Yeah. Come here, Chase Muttley.
See, that's not bad either.
Yeah.
That's a long thing for a dog, though.
It is. I need a one-syllable dog name.
I've had Schneider.
After Brian Schneider, of course.
No,
after the guy
Pat
on
Harrington on One Day at a Time.
I'm not going
to sing. I want to sing it, but I'm close.
Provolone Joe tweets in that he named his dead fish after J-Jaw. J.J. Ortega-Woods.
Jeez. Schneider, and then Keenan. I did it in homage to my
love goes all the way to the
and you know what he said?
animals.
And you know what he said to me? He said he was going to buy a horse and name its ass after me. He did not find it as a compliment. Don't you think it's a compliment to name a dog after somebody like Pat Burl? That's a compliment.
How old were you when you named your dog after Mike Keenan?
Keenan was you're going to feel bad if you mock me on this because I'm going to tell you the story.
I'm not mocking him.
I was 29.
All right, that's weird.
No, it wasn't. We did it as all of us in our cancer survivors group.
Oh, geez, he got me. There we go.
You're going to feel bad. You're not. And we were all supposed to get any one of us that was not married. They said, get a dog. That a dog will help you through your recovery, will help you through and have that companionship always with you there as you're going through this. And think of some way to honor that the dog is somebody that helped you get to where you've gotten in life.
All right, I'll see myself up.
See, you're done, Bob.
Jeez, Bob. Now it's really awkward.
Bob, a major wiener this morning.
Yeah.
Adam Schefter is not. He'll join us.
It's not National Wiener Day, Bob.
He'll join us at 8:10.
It's National Hoagie Day.
By the way, we were supposed to have hoagies for breakfast.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Coach, I'm putting this on you. Primo, I had heard 7:15
Ooh.
was the primo drop. I'm just saying, Coach.
By 8 o'clock, I think we'll be in good
Coach is
shape.
more worried about his cats this morning.
Well, it's Peloton day for him, too. He's got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on today.
Peloton day, too.
Yeah.
Coach joins the ranks of the elitists today.
Coach gets a Peloton.
It's really not that bad.
Is that why you're wearing yoga pants to work?
It's 4:30 today. It's arriving.
By the way, nobody appreciates yoga pants on men.
No.
Yeah.
Moose knuckles are not for the public. Nobody needs to see a moose.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Then don't sit with us. Then don't sit with us at the last Phillies day game when you weren't there.
Oh, I'm glad I missed that.
There was
that's something else.
My God.
Gentleman in his yoga pants. It really wasn't.
Sir, no.
Okay.
We're not made with those parts.
If Jamie and I had a few beers at that Phillies game, do you think we would have started saying something to Yoga Pants Man?
Well, I think you may have, because he kept going up and down the aisle.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't sit freaking still. I am a very, movement person, everything. I got up. I saw John Brazier once, so I went up and I didn't do the conversation where the people have a conversation right in the middle during the. I went back so I wouldn't bother anybody else, and then I went back to my seat and I sat in my seat. Sat in my seat and watched the game. It's very hard for people to.
Men shouldn't be wearing pants with tight crotches.
No.
So my oldest son Bobby, his girlfriend was over last week, and she doesn't understand baseball. Bobby can tell you stats from people back in the 1930s. Bobby is a baseball aficionado. Listening to someone trying to explain baseball to somebody, it should be a reality TV show. They went to the game last night, so I'm kind of anxious to hear him tell me, because he doesn't really have the patience to do it, but it's really funny to listen to.
I don't want to be mean, but that to me is considered, like, my daughter understands football. My daughter understands basketball. And she's not a sports kid.
Sure.
She understands the sports, can go to a game, can watch the game, can understand it, because that's my job.
Yeah.
You're supposed to share. That's a bonding moment with your kid. And she could care less about. She is Eagles is the only thing that she gets where
emotional.
She really cares. Where she really, yes. Yeah. Where she would say, even though she really did dig going the Sixers game.
Oh, did she?
Because she had no attachment to the Hawks. So the Hawks game didn't do anything for her.
Right.
Sixers game, she's excited for. So more to get back to the Sixers. Let's go to Cooney's Corner, where there might be a little bit of a look ahead that we got.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
We're going into the time machine here a little bit, Bob, right?
Yeah, we're going to go look ahead a little bit, and I got to ask you guys this question that came to me last night, and I'm sure it hit all of you, if not Sunday, last night. Because I remember hosting a Saturday show here last year when Boston was playing Milwaukee, or 2 years ago, whatever it was, and you were wondering, all right, who do you want to win that game? Because then they would face the Sixers. What if you have a Game 7, Brooklyn Nets hosting the Milwaukee Bucks? Sixers have already clinched. They're already waiting for you. It's a Game 7, so obviously these two have been going at each other. Who do you, and Jamie, you kind of were wavering a little bit earlier. Who do you want to come out of that? Who would you want to face?
Is James Harden playing basketball?
Just take everybody. Yeah, I'll throw them in there, whatever it may be. But no matter what, who's playing, these two teams are so close that it's a Game 7. So it's not as if you can say, oh, well, Durant or Harden's playing, so they're so much better. Not still Game 7.
Bucks have swept the Sixers
3-0 this year. Yeah,
Bucks just beat the Nets 2 out of 3 for the season, so they're 5-1 versus the teams ahead of them in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think I'd take my chance with, hey, it's James Harden. I'll take my chance with Harden being hampered. I'll take my chances. And that's where I think I'd take my chances right now.
I think I'd rather face Brooklyn, to be honest with you, because I don't think they can stop another team's best player. And I think Milwaukee's a pretty damn good defensive team. Drew Holiday seems to be peaking right now at the right time. Giannis, I feel like you can give Giannis a nightmare, whereas you can't with Durant. But I'd rather face Brooklyn.
I don't. The number 1 seed last 2 years?
Yeah.
Was it number 1 seed the last 2 years? Milwaukee, I thought. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you know how you see those teams that they knock on the door, they learn, the
Sixers and Milwaukee are very comparable
and maybe
there.
Milwaukee learned that we don't have to get the number 1 seed. We have to just worry about doing things, because they are, right now, probably are playing the best ball in the East.
I think so.
If we're not going to be biased
too.
about it, they're playing the best ball in the
Yeah,
East.
I really go back and forth with this. I think the biggest star to stop between those two teams would be Giannis. Even though you have Harden and Durant and Irving on the other team. But I also think the Sixers match up with Giannis better.
Yeah.
In that you have multiple guys that can cover him, and then their drop-off is to Middleton and Holiday. I don't think you can stop a Harden. I don't think you can stop an Irving. I don't think you can stop a Durant.
I know.
We're maybe bluffing ourselves into
Yeah, but Giannis, you can at least... He doesn't have a perimeter game, as the other three do, which is scarier.
Yeah, I just don't... Yeah, I hear you. It's
a
tale
really
of two
tough
evils, right?
question, yeah. Because Milwaukee's almost... Like we were just talking during the break, Drew Holiday might be the most underrated player in the NBA. Chris Middleton is Mr. Steady. He's basically Tobias Harris. With
PJ Tucker gives them a toughness off the bench.
He got in Durant's face last night.
That was weird. And the announcers weren't even really alluding to it.
They went at it for like a minute, like over a minute.
No, they were
pissed.
They were pissed.
Yeah.
I was surprised the announcers didn't go deeper into that. They kind of just laughed it all, and they're giving it to each other.
I want more of that, especially if you're talking about a 7-game series.
Yeah.
Give me more of that.
PJ Tucker was a good pickup for them.
That was a really good pickup.
Here's it for you right here, too, an interesting thing about this discussion, Bob. And you said, Nets hosting the Bucks for Game 7. If the Bucks beat a Wizards team that's pretty dangerous right now, tonight's their game in hand.
Westbrook and Beal.
If the Bucks beat the Wizards tonight, they're one game behind the Nets with 6 to play, and they hold the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So Milwaukee is going to be busting absolutely their humps the rest of the way, trying to get that number 2 seed so they would get a Game 7. So that forces the Nets to have to play everybody, take every game, not getting more rest, even though everyone's going to get that rest while this little play-in tournament goes on. It's still going to mean these guys push to the end. Sixers can maybe be resting.
And Milwaukee's the remainder of their schedule is pretty easy.
Very
like you said,
workable.
Washington tonight, Houston at San Antonio, Orlando at Indiana, Miami at
That's
Chicago.
very workable.
Yeah, and the Nets they have 3 more games on this road
Nuggets.
trip. At Dallas, at Denver, at Chicago. Look, Chicago's not a good team, but as we've talked about, when you come back from a little bit of a West Coast, that first game back, they're coming east, even though it's Chicago. That's tough.
I like the question though.
It's a tough one.
I don't have an answer.
Can we revisit this question again in 2 weeks?
I hope so.
And then in 2 weeks, and then you know what I mean? Because in 2 weeks.
Right.
In 2 weeks, the Sixers right now will be in the. They're going to be in the break, watching the the play-in tournament as it goes on, and then in 2 weeks, then we could be talking about it after the first round.
Yeah,
because we may see an entirely different sort of card shakeout when we see these teams in the first round. Because all it takes, honestly, for any one of these teams in the East is a turned ankle.
Yeah, and if Harden isn't up to snuff and they get a Miami, they get a Knicks.
Are we even hearing anything?
No.
Steve Kerr was quoted last night. He said, he's not even close. He's not
Steve
close.
Nash, you mean.
Steve Nash. Steve Nash. Who did I say?
Yeah, your Steve's mixed up.
No, Steve.
But Steve Kerr talks about everything. So, yes.
Steve Nash did say last night that we're back to square one. So it doesn't. He's doing some exercising and stuff like that. So
you mean like he didn't do before the season?
Yeah, he kind of
There's
ate
the thing.
his way out of
Mrs.
Houston.
Chestnut would tell you, "Hand of the Lord is strong." Hand of the Lord is strong. Like if you make fun of somebody because they hit their head or something, then you're going to knock into the table or something because the hand of the Lord will get you. You absolutely put on 35 pounds and don't work out and force
Karma
your way,
came back to get him.
force your way out of town and act unprofessional. Look what happened.
Yeah, it's funny how it works. Isn't it?
Thing is though, Bob, I answered avoid the Bucks, and I know it that I'm going. You're stupid. Because the team that I think is more likely to flip a switch out of all 3 of them, Nets, Bucks, Sixers, is the Nets. The team that I think could go into the locker room and go, it's postseason?
Yeah, the thing with the Nets is they don't have a great team around those big 3. Like they're okay. Milwaukee's a more complete roster. Like they're like Dante DiVincenzo in a role player role, PJ Tucker. Like they just have a better team.
Okay, Big Three, in the Big Three era, in the first Big Three, I'm going to set it as Boston, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time we go. The term Big Three got tossed around. Then Boston did it. Then Miami did it. And it's rolled into all these Big
Don't forget
Threes.
the Lakers' attempt with Gary Payton and Karl Malone.
Oh, my God, that was horrible.
So you're in the Big Three era where you're trying to do this. I'm going to tell you that I'm trying to think of the ones that had really impressive 4, 5, 6s.
Well, really impressive is tough when
Miami's,
you have,
Miami's 4, 5, 6.
God, Kelly Olynyk was in there.
He was one of the next three, right?
Yeah.
And
Dragic was there early on. They had Haslam, who was considered
Dennis
the team,
Haslam. They love
the
him,
team
by the
leader.
way.
Oh my God,
They
he
love
is
him
beloved down there.
God, they think he's amazing.
You know what's funny? You just said if there's one of the three teams that could flick a switch and really do it, it's the Nets. And my thought right before you said that was, if there's one of the three teams that doesn't get to where they belong in the playoffs, I would say it would be the Nets. I can't see Milwaukee getting upset by anybody. I don't see the Sixers. I could see the Nets.
Brooklyn might have to play a Washington in round one or something.
Yeah, Miami and Knicks.
Guess what? I want to see. I'm rooting. I want Miami playing Milwaukee.
Yeah,
I want Miami to play Milwaukee because first of all, get me one of those teams knocked out. At least, you're only going to have to. Right now, you only have to face one of them. What if one of them got upset in the first round?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And then you're thinking to yourself, "Are you serious? Could we potentially not face the Nets or the Bucks?"
I would love to see
to get to the NBA Finals.
Milwaukee. I would love to see Miami or the Knicks get a dose of those two teams before they come to the Sixers.
Just the wear and tear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check the Carfax on both of them after that series because they're going into it. Then they gotta go into a Bucks Nets series, and you've gotten your stones busted for maybe 6 games.
It's a lot of tough basketball.
Don't you? You say you sort of are giving your Knick fans the like that. Oh, good, I understand.
That one bit me in the ass.
I'm already finding the Knicks story obnoxious. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No,
I think for the NBA to be great
on social media. Yes.
Well, he's Stephen A.
I know, but that was funny though. But I'm like, I'd love to see their teeth get kicked in and then have them wet the bed.
But it's kind of like Julius Randle. I like his game. I like that he improves so much. Thibs coming out and pulling them, and 2 local guys running. Like the NBA being great needs the Knicks to be good. The fact that
that biggest mythology ever.
I think it's good for the league.
Complete mythology.
Why?
Because the Knicks haven't won anything since '73.
I'm aware.
And they've knocked on the door, I believe, 3 times.
But they're not a dumpster fire.
No, I understand. But they don't need, the league doesn't need the Knicks.
They don't need it. They don't need anything.
That is a mythology.
But I think when teams are going into a good Madison Square Garden team, that's good for the league.
It's fun it's fun to be able to have it.
It's the best stadium in the league. It's the Garden.
Bob, you?
There's an aura of the Garden that is appreciable, when you walk in and it's...
Yeah, sure.
Zion was gushing about it.
It is cool. Obviously, I've been there many times.
I think it's because of where the Garden's located.
Yeah, I think it's that. I think all the players that have played there, all the events that have happened there. It's New York City. It's cool.
It was second grade. We talk about the Flyers. It was 5th grade and 6th grade or whatever when the Flyers won the Cups. It was 2nd grade when the Knicks last won something. 2nd grade.
I was in 0th grade because I wasn't born.
You know what, though? You were a glimmer.
Nobody knows Willis Reed.
You were a glimmer in your dad's eye.
I don't think I was. I don't think I was ever a glimmer in my dad's eye.
I think you were just a scratch in his pocket.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he was.
I think he'd agree with that, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Sperm talk?
All right, we have some... we have a little game, little improvisational game of cool, not cool coming up in the next hour. Plus Adam Schefter. Is he cool? Schefter cool? Or is
he's
Schefter
so not cool that he's cool.
Okay.
My name's Adam.
Yeah, I mean, Schefter's not wearing...
He'll say he's not cool.
Schefter's not trying to be cool.
Come on, man.
He doesn't try to be cool.
No.
And that's one of the worst things in the world is the trying to be cool.
Yeah, Joe, well, I would say...
Well, I mean, come on now. We'll get to it, Adam. You'll come up at 8:10 this afternoon. And do we all need to be a little more like Jamie Lynch?
Oh, God.
We've never said that. That's coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, too. It's John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. I know this. Steven Singer has got an amazing selection of jewelry for you to get ready for this Mother's Day. And it's still time for you to be able to get a free personalized gift message, fast and free shipping. He's got those beautiful gold-dipped roses. More importantly, he's got an amazing array of jewelry at a vast selection of prices. So, you've waited till the last minute. I get it. You put it off. I tried to warn you. You've put it off. You want to take care of Mom, don't you? Absolutely, you need to be doing it. You need to go to Steven Singer. So go to IHateStevenSinger.com. If you haven't had a chance to visit him, then just go shop online at IHateStevenSinger.com. We talk about those beautiful gold dip roses all the time. You hear about it, especially around things like Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. But let me assure you, the selection of jewelry, everyday pieces that your wife or your daughter or somebody else will want to wear, Steven Singer's always got it. So think about it for every single gift opportunity that you've got for a lady in your life. But this is about Mom. This is about taking care of your mom. This is about taking care of your wife for your children. Mother's Day, it's right in Steven Singer's wheelhouse. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. He's got great selection of gifts for you, and you can still get some free shipping and take care of advantage of that. And tell him that John Kincade sent you.
The John Kincade Show.
You can't just tag no offense on the end of something horribly offensive and act like it's okay.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Hey, it's Anthony Gargano. Don't be that guy this summer. You know, the guy with the T-shirt on in the pool. You can still be slimmer for summer. This summer, it only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed money-back program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it all for the rest of your life. Not sure if you can do it alone? NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you are burning fat and not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is committed to you keeping the weight off. It's all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery, with offices close by in Cherry Hill and Princeton, or available from home with live online video consultations. Visit NJDiet.com or call 855-5NJ-DIET. Go to NJDiet.com and lose the weight for good. That's NJDiet.com.
Wawa Rewards members can now get a free hot or iced coffee every Tuesday through the Wawa app. Try our new Boosted Blend hot coffee with 22% more caffeine and more energy to get through the day. But why Tuesday? Because you made it through Monday. Free Coffee Tuesdays through May includes our new Boosted Blend coffee with 22% more caffeine. It's our way of saying thank you for being a regular at Wawa. See store for details. Gotta have a Wawa.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer, no matter what you're craving. Because Wawa now has dinner. Every day starting at 4 p.m., you'll find crave-worthy dinner options that will make everyone happy. Like fettuccine Alfredo, kids' meals, delicious Angus burgers, French fries, and more. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa dinner. Sounds good.
It's Small Business Month, and Dell Technologies and Windows are celebrating your unstoppable drive. Save up to 45% on powerful PCs with Windows 10 Pro to work from anywhere. Plus top monitors and docks for the ultimate business setup. All with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find the right business tech, server, storage, and cloud solutions at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL for Small Business Month savings.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year, automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Today's pros need today's tools, and nobody understands that better than the Home Depot. Our app makes it simpler to get supplies ordered and delivered. Our online project calculators cut guesswork and last-second supply runs. Job site delivery puts what you need where and when you need it. And rental puts the right equipment in your hands, but not your overhead. That's how today's pros get more done. New tech, new tools, old-fashioned hard work. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Well, folks, tax day is May 17th. And if you haven't gotten your act together yet, that's okay. I'm not going to judge you, but do this. Take 5 minutes right now and go to daviscpagroup.com and just make an appointment. They're going to prepare and e-file your taxes in just 3 days. You know, Ron Davis and his team have 30 years experience providing full-service accounting and tax services for New Jersey and PA residents and businesses. And all new clients have a chance to score Philly baseball, basketball, or football tickets. So go with the pros, daviscpagroup.com.
Yost cares the most. Yost Stucco and Siding is the #1 exterior renovation company serving the tri-state area. From stucco remediation and stucco to siding conversions to replacement windows, doors, and roofing, Yost Stucco and Siding can handle it all. As a family-owned company, we believe you deserve an honest, expert consultation, great value, and top-quality workmanship. Visit YostStucco.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's YostStucco.com. And remember, Yost cares the most.
That should do it with your new Anderson 400 series windows. So stylish and easy to install. I have these exact ones in my own home.
Honestly, John, we couldn't be happier.
They're perfect.
They last a long time. Don't think you'll be needing me again. So this is probably goodbye. Alex, Julie, we'll see ya.
I hate goodbyes.
Alex, John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's The Fanatic 500.
Do you want $500? Of course you want $500. Text the word invest to 45911. Text the word invest or enter it on the Fanatic mobile app or thefanatic.com, 97.5thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random is going to win $500, and everyone that enters on the app or the website is going to be qualified for a $10,000 grand prize. It's the Fanatic 500, sponsored by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get complete rules for this company-wide contest at 97.5thefanatic.com. And please remember, never text and drive. Good luck to you.
My name's Adam.
Adam comes your way at 8:10. Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. We're going to play Cool Not Cool, too. Which is cool.
Cool.
Which is not cool. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
We'll see if it plays out because it's not cool. The gentleman says here, explain yourself, John. What do you mean people trying to be cool? I said, just embrace who you are. Is that like he's the guy saying to me, like, shouldn't everybody...
Don't do something you don't like to do
shouldn't
because
everybody
you think it's cool.
try to be cool?
No, everybody should try to do what makes them happy.
Don't try to be cool.
No.
I guess he's seriously right. And he wrote,
being cool is being comfortable and happy with who and what you do. And
you can be a cool,
embrace it.
You can be a cool hipster.
Sure.
You can be a cool
Star Wars guy.
You can be a cool Star Wars. You can be a cool old person. It's how comfortable. Just be comfortable in your own skin. Be who you are. I don't think you want to try to be cool. Trying to be cool doesn't.
We call those people
trying
tryhards.
to do anything is hard.
Yes.
So
you're right, because trying is a hard word. It's the hardest word in the English language. Try. Hey, maybe we all need to be a little more like Jamie Lynch. Took some notes yesterday.
I've been telling you.
Took a note on Jamie Lynch yesterday, and we're having a discussion. And Jamie speaks of when we were talking about Negadelphia. And Jamie made the comment when speaking on the negativity of fans. He thought some fans are either conditioned to it or they actually prefer it to be negative. And he said, on the other hand, he prefers to have a more positive outlook on following sports. And I thought about that all day long because I tend to agree, not as confidently that I can hold my position as Jamie, but I sort of feel the same way. I don't want to think something is going to be awful, but if I think the Eagles season is going to be bad in 2021, it sort of gives me a comfort that I will get up every Sunday morning totally excited to see the Eagles play, but it will just be for a different reason. It doesn't make you a bad fan if you want to believe the best, though, is what Jamie was telling us yesterday. It doesn't make you a bad fan just because you want to believe the best. It doesn't mean you're just sunshine and lollipops as long as there's realism. The only thing that I think it could do is it could damage the fan base. If it enables poor leadership, poor teams, poor performances to sort of go unchecked. But is it true what Jamie said yesterday? And I'm going to Bob first. Do some people just prefer to be negative about it because they want to be surprised? They want to set the bar so low so they're not disappointed when things don't go right. Because I am married to one of those people.
Yeah, there is that fraction of a group. I will say yes, there is.
She wants to set the bar lower so she's not disappointed.
And that's okay. I don't mind that. I don't have any problem with fan doing that. The puzzlement in fandom I have is when you set the bar low, you expect to be disappointed, and even when good things happen, you find yourself finding the disappointing things in them. And that happens to fans too. I know we all know a fraction of people that say, oh, the Eagles aren't going to be any good this year. And then they win a Super Bowl and they'll say, yeah, but they're not going to be able to do it for the next. They're not going to be able to sustain. Now, that's the kind of fan that I just don't understand a little bit.
Jamie, your comment haunted me, though. I mean, it really did. Like all day long. Honestly,
like you really thought of him all day long?
That comment stuck in my head because I don't like the tone. I've said it before. And I've said it many times when people would ask me about doing sports radio in my hometown.
Sure.
I would say to them, the negativity, the rampant, constant drumbeat of negativity is real. And I think it sucks.
I do too.
I think it sucks. I don't think that it's, first of all, I don't understand it. And because if things suck, I don't do them.
Yeah.
Like if something annoys me, if something causes me to be angry, I don't do it.
Why do we all like sports? Because it's not scripted. Anything can happen.
Correct.
There's only one champion in every sport every single year. So to have a championship expectation every year is unrealistic. So, like, I'm not going to tell you that the 2015, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and tell you the 2015 Phillies roster was going to win the World Series. But I tend to focus more on, all right, is this Reese Hoskins kid going to be something? This Eagles season, they're not going to be very good, but I also don't think they're going to be as bad as a lot of people think. But my focus will be, all right, Devontae Smith and Jalen Reagor, Jalen Hurts. How can these kids progress? I'm going to focus on the thing that makes me happy, because why would I want to be like miserable every week? So I latch on to things that are positive and kind of focus on them.
Pat, where do you fall on this?
I skew more negative, but I like being like I envy Jamie. I envy Jamie's outlook. Last season, watching the Eagles game was a chore.
That was tough last year.
It sucked. It wasn't fun. There was no enjoyment in it whatsoever.
It was annoying as hell.
Because our expectations were too high.
With that said, I don't think they were too high.
Well, Carson Wentz, he crapped his pants.
It was annoying.
Yeah. But as Jamie said, this season, I don't think anyone's expecting really anything out of this team in terms of wins, but it'll be interesting to see the growth. So there's stuff to look for in the positive realm. Last year, there wasn't really anything to look forward to. I mean, towards the end of the season, when it became obvious that this team was what they were, it sucked. This season, there's something to at least watch.
Here's another thing that bothered me yesterday. So I was doing a little, like, sort of a depth chart, going on the positivity to the negativity scale as a Philly sports fan. And I had Jamie, like, here. I had Pat here. I had myself coming in between the two of them, and I didn't know where to put Bob. Closer to Pat or closer to Jamie, and we've been working together for 4+ months. And I didn't know where to put you, because Bob would be the least person, by the way, in this room that I'd want at my poker night, because he'd walk out with my money. He'd probably, because I don't know sometimes how to read, I never know how Bob's going to go in something.
I'll tell you what.
Where would you put, do you agree with my standing of the positivity to negativity? Egan's here. We get Jamie here, and I'm somewhere in the middle. I think I'm closer to Jamie than I am to Pat. But where are you?
Well, only because I was out of the so-called fandom for so long. Because in my old job, you can't be a fan. It's not what it is. as a follower and all that stuff. I don't look at games as negativity. I look for the entertainment value first and foremost. I love watching good basketball. I don't care who's playing it. I love watching it. As far as fandom goes in Philadelphia's negativity, I don't look for negativity. I don't think I come out of games say I can point out the negative stuff that happens, but I don't look for it beforehand. No, it's like watching Embiid. Okay, like Jamie has this, and Jamie's the positive guy, but Jamie has this, oh my God, every time he falls, look out. As far as negativity goes, I'm the opposite of that. I don't go into a game saying, oh, this isn't going to be good. I might say to you, oh, I think they're going to get blown out tonight. But
just realism.
Realism. Right. I think realism comes into play more to me than negativity.
Like the San Antonio game the other night. A lot of people that I saw online and calls I heard was, oh, they blew another lead. They blew it. I viewed it as Ben Simmons just hit a game winner. That was great. Like, that's what I mean.
I look at that as he did it against a JV team.
It doesn't matter to me. It's the NBA. JV teams can beat good teams. It happens. So I took the positive of Ben Simmons hit a game winner.
Good for you. That's
Chris
awesome.
in Yardley joins us. Chris, welcome into the conversation on The Fanatic. How are you, brother?
I'm well. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Chris.
You have a great voice, by the way, Chris.
Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate it. My point for this one is based off of gambling. I don't gamble on games because I don't have the heart for it. I'll break things that I own. But I think a lot of the negativity that you see out of Philadelphians are the people that bet on their own city team. And I think what happens there is if I lose $100 on Ben Simmons missing a shot at the end of a game, I'm going to be, you know what I mean? I think that adds to it. And let's be honest, gambling has become in the last several years the forefront of sports. You can't watch a game without seeing a betting ad. You can't listen to the radio. And everything is gambling. And I mean, the other piece is a fan is also not the guy that fantasy football. So you know what I mean? Like, to me, I watch football. I don't do fantasy football because I don't ever want another player that I'm facing, my team is facing, to do well, even though it could be the thing that gives me points to win.
I like it. Good job. Call us again, please. You like that. We're going to go to Adam Schefter coming up here. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. I like the gambling thing is weird, too, because I've just been introduced to it on a daily basis coming home.
Well, we're all kind of...
I never had it.
Yeah. We're all kind of in that infancy stage. I agree with you.
It is but
and that's a good point by
Chris.
It
does, and it can change things. So let's go to the Comcast Business Hotline where you don't just bounce back, you bounce forward with Comcast Business. And Adam Schefter joins us on the show. And Adam... last Friday morning, you missed the opening segment of the show, but I did lead with an apology to Howie Roseman on that trade. Now, after the draft, I've been asking Philadelphia why so many people around the league seem to really think the Eagles did a really, really good job, but all I'm hearing locally here is, they did it again, messed up a draft. What are you hearing other people say about the Eagles draft, not the people around the Eagles?
What are the people saying that he messed up? I'm just curious.
Going with a risk injury risk with the Dickerson pick. You know, was the number one thing. I love that pick, by the way, but I wouldn't have had the guts to make it, Adam. I wouldn't, and I loved his game. So every game he played in college, love the kid, love everything I hear about him. I wouldn't have had the guts to make that pick.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to somebody the night before the draft, and they were saying that all I want for my team to come up with is Landon Dickerson. That was the guy that somebody I know, whose opinion I respect, wanted his team to come away with. And
would he have been off the board, Adam? Too, but don't interrupt you there. But would he? Is it true to say he would have been off the board in the next handful of picks? No question. It seems to be that's the consensus.
I believe he would have been picked shortly thereafter. Yes. Now I said the same thing about Jalen Hurts last year because I think that's absolutely true. I had a team last year that was going to take him, and you know, again, there were mixed opinions about whether that did or didn't work. I mean, the player worked, but the circumstances surrounding it didn't. And so, yeah, I believe Dickerson would have gone shortly thereafter. I don't know whether that would have been 2 picks, 5 picks, 10 picks. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't believe he would have been on the board very long.
And Adam is brought to us by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Adam, now that the draft is completed, there's still a good amount of free agents out there. What's the timeline here do you expect for teams to now address needs, particularly the Eagles and cornerback, in the free agency market now that the draft's done?
Well, let me say this. Yesterday was the day in which teams could begin signing free agents and not have them count against the compensatory pick formula. So you noticed yesterday the Baltimore Ravens reached a deal with Alejandro Villanueva. Now, I believe that they had the parameters put in place to make it easy, and I think that they knew that he wanted to go there, and he knew that they wanted him, so that they just wait for the time for it to roll around, and then they finalize a deal that I think obviously both sides want to get done. And I think that's the case with some of these guys. But on the other hand, I say if you're still a free agent and you're on the street and it's May 5th, there's a reason for that, by and large. And so it's a situation where if you think that a team is going to come up with some sort of big answer in the first week in May to help your roster, the chances are that that's not going to be accurate. There might be a player you could fill in, sprinkle in here or there to help out, but the best players are off the board, and they're off the board largely for a reason. Eric Fisher is visiting the Colts, and there are some other guys out there that could help a team. But again, I would, there's a reason these guys are still out there, whether it's injury, or age, or wanting too much money, miscalculating their market, whatever it may be. There's a reason these guys are out there. And so I would not count on a Super Bowl parade being planned with a free agent that a team gets done this week.
Adam, how much of a voice do you believe Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon had effect on the general manager and the scouts as far as what they were looking for to be able to implement the kind of team that they want to build here?
John, I don't know the exact answer, and I don't know how to quantify that. I would just say this, that if you're in a room like that and you're a new coach and you're a new defensive coordinator, I want to think and I want to believe that there is some sort of collaboration. Like, I don't think Nick Sirianni was a wallflower and just sat there and watched the veteran general manager go pick his players. I don't think it happened like that. I think that I would be surprised if Howie didn't include his opinion and factor it in, and I wouldn't be surprised if Nick didn't speak out at certain points. Hey, I could see this guy fitting into our offense. That's what a good general manager does. He listens to his coaches and listens to what they need and the guys that they think would fit into their systems. And then I'm not telling you make the pick based off that, but it absolutely factors into the pick. It does. If you don't do that, then you're a dictator, you're not a collaborator, you're not a team player, you're not listening to the opinions of the people in the room.
Shefty, we've heard Howie now say that Devontae Smith was the guy they really wanted and the reason they moved up. Did it come into play, though, that the two defensive backs were gone before that and then they got up to get him? So my question is, were all those guys on the board, a Jason Horn, a Patrick Surtain, were those guys on their board also and they got the best guy they could?
Well, I think they wanted the wide receiver all along, and in fact, I would even go so far as to say that if they had stayed at 6, and I don't know that we'll know the answer to this, but I wouldn't have been shocked if it was either one of the Alabama wide receivers. And so they moved back to 12 and then come back up in front of the Giants, to Dallas' spot, to go get a guy that I believe absolutely would have been in the conversation at 6, come away with the extra picks. And to me, the interesting part would be, of course, that they could have taken the deal that the Giants took with the Bears, but they just felt like Devonta Smith was too good to pass up. And now, we'll see how that works out, right? Like, would they have been better off with Devonta Smith, or would they have been better with the extra one, which would potentially give them 4 ones next year, and the 20th pick? Now, they would not have gotten a guy like Devonta Smith at 20, and you can take a look at the board and see how it felt to see a player that they might have taken at that spot. But they just felt like Devonta Smith was too good, too valuable to not go up and get, which is why, like I said, I believe that if they were at 6, I'm curious to that myself. Mm-hmm. Would they have taken Smith over Waddle or Waddle over Smith? I don't know, but again, assuming the board fell the way it did with Chase going 5, Chase would have been a no-brainer, I think. But I think that they had love for both those Alabama players.
Tom Donahoe. Tell us about it.
The clip went viral, and I just think that when there are cameras on in your room, you've got to be aware of that at all times. And in society today, when people are out in public, they're constantly aware of that particular issue. And so I think that Howie and Tom lost sight of that. Tom is not used to that sort of thing, right? So it's new for him. But with Howie, you got to remember that you're being filmed in there. And so I think he had a momentary lapse of judgment in how that was handled. And I think those sort of things go on in war rooms all the time. Like, it's very common. And it's regular that a certain guy doesn't get a guy that he likes, that he thought would be a better player. And you have little disagreements that go on, like I said, with every team, every year. But this one, to my point,
was on camera.
Was caught on camera.
There you go.
That's it.
Howie, do you think Dave Gettleman was a little...
Did you just call him
excuse me, Adam. Jeez. I blacked out there. Sorry, Adam.
My name's Adam.
Do you think Dave Gettleman was caught by surprise when the Eagles moved up to take the guy, and do you think they were definitely taking Devontae Smith?
I think that Devonta Smith would have been their guy at number 11, and I think that it worked out very well for the New York Giants as well, because they were able to go back and get the extra 1 and the 4 and the 5 and got a treasure trove of picks from the Chicago Bears. Now, let me say this. If Justin Fields hadn't been there and the Bears weren't willing to come up and the Giants had to take a player at number 11, I would say, boy, they got it stuck to them. But they got it stuck to them on Devonta Smith, but it actually worked out very well. Now, I don't know what's going to be better. Let's see how Devonta Smith's career turns out. Let's see how the picks turn out. But it went from being, I think, what was a disappointing situation for that franchise into a win.
I want to know why the ESPN had you up on a roof. I mean, seriously.
Me too.
Can we honestly, what is that about?
And by the way, let me say this. Friday night, I'm putting on blankets because, as I said to Pat when I called in, if you're freezing, I went to school at Michigan and Chicago, okay? Friday night would be in my top 10 cold moments in my personal history.
Oh, my.
And,
wow.
And if you're cold, usually, like, how long are you outside for? If I were a sideline reporter for an NFL game, I'd be outside for, 3 hours and 10 minutes, 15, and I'd be in at halftime, and I'd go inside in between breaks. I was outside. I was on a roof in a little shed kind of thing that ESPN had built, where it was a wind tunnel, there was wind coming in, and I was in there from 2:15 to 11:45, so that was 8.5 hours straight, and it got. I can't tell you how cold it was up there.
Terrible.
And so I put on a blanket, and they put it on screen, and they font it 50 degrees. It was as much 50 degrees at night as I am 7 feet tall.
And they didn't put the wind chill, by the way, coming off the water, which is completely different.
They said 11-mile-an-hour winds.
And guess what?
I would say maybe 20-mile-an-hour winds, maybe more.
There you go.
But it just goes right through you. And I invite anybody on my ESPN team to go be like. I was with a few people. There was a stage manager, John. There was a researcher, Jacob, and to a man, everybody said how brutally cold it was.
And they were dressed differently than you, though. They got to dress differently because they were allowed to. That ain't happening to Woj, is all I'm telling you. You need to start throwing your weight around because they're not putting Woj up on a roof. So, come on, Adam. Let's get to this.
Let's just say there are little things that I'm going to remember.
Good job. Contract negotiations going to get dicey. This is good. Thanks, Adam.
All right, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Shefty.
Appreciate it.
See you, Adam.
Have a good day.
Adam Schefter.
Adam
joining
/Howie.
us. Adam.
That's him braving the elements.
You called Adam Schefter Howie.
Wow.
Well, because he ended his answer
called
talking
him
about Howie and
Howie.
the Tom thing, and I was just...
Howie Roseman doesn't know what he's doing.
Jamie calling him Howie.
I'm sure a lot of people got chuckles about that.
My name's
That's pretty
Adam.
good.
My name's Howie. Oh, man.
I love the fact that you didn't just let it go either, because I think we were all sitting there like, did he just?
No, I'm not going to let that go.
He just call him Howie?
As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, my
Pat, wait a
God.
minute,
Yeah,
wait
I
a
just
minute.
said Howie.
Okay, you've sort of cracked the code of me. You know I wasn't going to let.
Well, some guys, because you're in the middle of an interview, would have just let it slide.
No, I can't.
But Jamie,
I was completely derailed.
I blacked out. What happened?
Laughing so much fun. I believe Primo's here.
It wasn't cool, Jamie.
Well, Cool Not Cool's coming your way next on the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. I know that Steven Singer wants you to be bailed out of the mess you're in right now. You've just figured out it's Wednesday morning, Mother's Day is Sunday, and you've screwed everything up because you didn't plan ahead. So I've got you covered. Steven Singer's going to take care of you, and all I want you to do is go to IHateStevenSinger.com. There is a beautiful crystal vase in our home, and my wife has a collection of Steven Singer's gold-dipped roses. These things, 24-karat gold-dipped. They're beautiful, and they are an absolute stunning conversations piece. So go to IHateStevenSinger.com and choose from a wide array of colors. Get them shipped to Mom, and take care of business before Mother's Day. And for guys, again, take care of your wife, especially this year. Mom has been a superhero. Show her you love her, and then you're probably going to get taken care of for Father's Day. See? I'm a little selfish of me. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. He's not selfish with the great deals. He's got tons of them. All kinds of beautiful jewelry you can choose from, and it'll make your budget go even further. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them John Kincade sent you.
The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Danny Green, open, 3-ball, up, got it! Triple good!
Sixers Rockets tonight at 8 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
The hits keep on coming, and this weekend is no different with two of the sport's most respected fighters stepping into the ring Saturday night. I'm Adam Schefter, and getting on all the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. For this weekend's fight, DraftKings Sportsbook is offering new users the opportunity to get 55-1 odds on either main event fighter to win this weekend's fight. That's bet $1, and if the fighter of your choice wins, you cash $55. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FANATIC when you sign up. For a limited time, all new users can bet $1 to win $55 on this weekend's main event. That's code FANATIC for new users to have the chance to win $55 on this weekend's big fight. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to Wawa. Would you like to try our new paninis?
This spicy Italian garlic panini looks so crunchy, melty. But Phil, your dad was a hoagie man. His dad was a hoagie man. You are a hoagie man. You know what? Today, I'm a panini guy.
Switch up your routine with Wawa's delicious and crunchy breakfast and lunch paninis. Choose your favorite, like Southwest Turkey or a Chipotle Bacon Egg Panini. Available at Wawa. Wawa Rewards members can now get a free hot or iced coffee every Tuesday through the Wawa app. Try our new Boosted Blend hot coffee with 22% more caffeine and more energy to get through the day. But why Tuesday? Because you made it through Monday. Free Coffee Tuesdays through May includes our new Boosted Blend coffee with 22% more caffeine. It's our way of saying thank you for being a regular at Wawa. See store for details. Gotta have a Wawa.
Attention auto mechanics and auto body pros. Carvana is hiring in Delanco, New Jersey. Carvana, the company that invented a brand new way to buy cars, is hiring for their Delanco Auto Inspection Center located near Delran, right off of Route 130. Carvana has immediate openings for auto techs, detailers, painters, lot attendants, and other auto specialists on day and evening shifts. All jobs are direct hire, full-time, offer a competitive hourly rate, no flat rate, 100% company paid medical insurance, generous paid time off, tool reimbursement, and much more. Be a part of the Carvana revolution and apply today at joincarvana.com. Do it now while you're thinking about it. Just go to joincarvana.com. That's joincarvana.com.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed. For the knights in shining armor. And for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com/safety, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Gotta finish this today.
Cristiano's construction projects typically run smoothly, but this project's pipeline is about to burst.
Yo, boss, where you want us to put this? To the left. Your other left. John.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Today's pros need today's tools, and nobody understands that better than the Home Depot. Our app makes it simpler to get supplies ordered and delivered. Our online project calculators cut guesswork and last-second supply runs. Job site delivery puts what you need where and when you need it. And rental puts the right equipment in your hands, but not your overhead. That's how today's pros get more done. New tech, new tools, old-fashioned hard work. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Crane. I'm calling about today's appointment. The tree is scheduled to fall on your RV at 2:14 today.
Any way we can reschedule? We're really enjoying our trip.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's our only opening.
Can it just be a little tree?
Let me check. No, sorry. Our file says it's a huge one.
RV owners can't schedule when things go wrong on the road. That's why there's Progressive, a leader in RV insurance.
Is it 2:14 p.m. or a.m.?
I'm not sure. Can I put you on a brief hold?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This Friday.
I need to know who killed my son.
From director Guy Ritchie.
You're gonna have to go undercover, boss.
Jason Statham.
I can do it in 2 weeks. You only wish you could do it in 20 years.
Wrath of Man. Rated R. In theaters Friday.
The seasons are changing, and it's time to make the most of it, Philly. Dunkin's DD Perks members enjoy one free medium hot coffee once a week. Not a member? Join on the Dunkin' app today and earn rewards. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Limit 1 per member per week. Exclusions apply.
Yo, Philadelphia, Anthony Gargano talking remotely with my childhood friend Bob Marino, President, Spring Garden Lending's Mid-Atlantic region. I need to hug Bob.
Sit down for this one, Ant.
What?
Spring Garden Lending is now providing up to 30 years fixed-rate permanent financing at phenomenal rates for real estate developers and investors for their rental properties.
More details, please.
The product, Permanent Plus, is for financing single and multifamily projects with a loan range of $75,000 to $3 million.
That's huge. That's like Sixers huge.
You got that right, Ant. This is the big leagues now.
Wow, real estate developers and investors, listen up. Not only is Spring Garden Lending one of the region's fastest growing companies, not only are they faster than a bank and less expensive than hard money lenders, but now they are providing 30-year fixed rate permanent financing at out-of-the-park rates. Spring Garden Lending, a private lender specializing in bridge loans, and now 30-year fixed permanent financing for real estate investments in the Philly market. It's Bob. Call now.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for hanging out with the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Printed off a golf card. Thank you, golf scorecard for tonight's match. I'm filling in a men's league golf thing. What do you, did you, either one of you ever participate in a men's league of golf?
No. Yeah, I'm a substitute, I think, in one.
That's what I'm subbing tonight.
Yeah.
I'm subbing tonight. Do you know the pressure when you sub, though?
No, none.
Yeah, no, there is.
You're the sub.
Yeah, but if you go in as the sub and you win.
It's a low bar.
If you win, people think you're cheating.
Yeah.
If you lose, you feel like you let down the guy.
Let me tell you, you don't have to worry about winning.
Well, then I'm going to let down the guy who's doing that. I think I can win the match. I'm supposedly not giving up a stroke.
You're good.
I don't know. I'm only good if the person I'm playing against in the match.
Yeah. No one has to worry about you being a ringer.
Exactly. There's no cheating. But I don't even want to, they're like, you have to give your handicap. I can't give a handicap because I don't have a legit handicap right now.
Yeah.
So they just had to guesstimate. Which is going to be fun. So it should be a fun time tonight.
Absolutely.
You have rain today, though, Bob, right?
There's some rain coming through. Hopefully it'll be out of here by 3 or 4. Yeah.
Right. So mid-afternoon, we've got that.
So you should be good to go.
Is that cool? Or is that not cool? Cool or not cool?
What's cool or not cool? Let the master debaters decide.
Okay.
Let's play.
Cool or not cool?
All right, let's go, debaters.
All right.
I'm going to give you a topic. You just got to tell me if it's cool or if it's not cool.
All right.
Does everybody understand the premise?
It's pretty tough. Cool, not cool. Okay.
I think I got it.
I had to write it down.
Okay. We'll start out with using coupons. Cool or not cool?
Cool. I saved $7 at Acme.
Yeah, I got no problem. Cool.
I saved $7 at Acme on my app.
Nice.
I don't know if I can call it cool, but it's not cool.
By cool, I mean it's not like a violation. It's not considered oh, you're the man because you use coupons.
But I thought all stores started just giving you the coupon price if you were like a member there.
And it'd be digital coupons. You're going to go through on the app.
It's stupid. If I'm a loyal customer, just give me my sale price.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You think it's not cool coupons?
No, I'm out then. Yeah, it should be much easier.
So the name of the game is cool, not cool explanation.
It's not. We don't need the long explanation.
Well, I can't say like coupons are cool.
We don't need a long explanation.
That's the game. But saving money is cool.
Wait, so let's not
just give me the price.
Let's not gloss over the fact that Jamie thinks that because he's a loyal customer, they should have his picture on a wall.
Correct.
And people see it and go,
but I shouldn't have to clip something out of the damn newspaper just to get their sale price. Give me the sale price.
Jamie just came through my line. He gets special treatment. Let's go to the next one. The mojito. On this Cinco de Mayo, the mojito, is it cool or not cool?
My vote, not cool.
Yeah, I'm not a mojito guy, so I'll say not cool.
It's a Cuban drink, Pat, not Mexican. It's very cool because it's delicious.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Drink it with your pinky in the air, though.
Delicious.
Yeah, right. Coach is a big mojito guy.
Hell yeah.
Put your pinky in the air.
He's had 2 this morning.
When was the last time Coach drank? Is it this morning?
The favorite drink of Colin Cowherd.
It's delicious.
Mojito?
Sweet. If Pat was a drinker, he would like a mojito.
Mojitos.
Like if I'm at a party and there's a thing of mojitos, okay, I'll pour one maybe, but I'm not ordering one.
Well, if you're at a Cuban restaurant, you should.
No, I'll have a Corona.
Go on.
No, fair enough.
Go on, Pat.
We'll move on to the kiss cam at a sporting event. Cool or not cool?
Not cool.
I go cool.
Forever.
I go cool.
I kind of like it. It gives me a chuckle every once in a while. I'll go cool.
It's cool if you're on a first date, but it's not cool if you're not.
Really?
Yeah.
There's some funny things that have happened over my years with a kiss cam.
Denied kisses.
Kisses.
Do you know what you're also going to fall for? The fake stuff that they've videotaped before.
Yeah, I've fallen for that many times.
That they slip in. So
it's pretty obvious when it's fake.
Real. Like the girl who gives who slaps the ring out of his hand and says no.
Oh, well, that's fake.
Or the girl that starts making out with the guy next to her.
Yeah, that's fake too. Yeah,
they faked these things.
I'm not making this up. I'm pretty sure I was at one arena one time where it was 2 girls in between 2 guys, and it came on and they looked at, and the girls kissed.
I was at the vet.
That was funny.
That's cool.
That was funny.
You might have been at a Hawks game.
Maybe
that's in it.
I was at the vet in my formative years, and they did the kiss cam on 2 girls, and it was awesome.
They did the kiss cam at the vet?
Yeah, and it was glorious. And then every once in a while, they'll do it on a guy who's by himself, and it's great.
Pat, this is like you watching Seinfeld. I don't believe there was a kiss cam at the vet.
Yeah, I don't really care what you believe or not. Blocking people on social media, cool or not cool?
Uncool.
No, not cool.
Not cool at all.
Mute them.
Or just...
Wait a minute, obscenity.
Pat, are you a big blocker?
No, because I don't like giving people the satisfaction.
Obscenities, filth on your timeline. I could see someone blocking someone. If it's about you just don't like them, mute them, and you don't have to act like they exist. They don't come into your universe. You don't see them.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I'm a big mute guy. LeBron James.
You told me the mute.
Yeah, mute's great. Mute's great. LeBron James.
Oh, he's cool.
Very cool.
Jamie?
I want to say cool, but he's corny as hell.
Well, he's being himself.
I guess I gotta go cool rather than not.
Yeah.
Dude's corny.
This isn't a debate.
He's a great human, but he's corny.
There you go.
Asking to, quote, speak to your manager.
Ugh. I guess we got Jamie's vote.
I do this often, but usually 99.9% of the time it's to say that server or that bartender is great. So I think that's cool because it can be a positive.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
I do that often.
I would say, can I speak to your manager? In my mind, 99.9% of the time it's to complain, so therefore I will label it not cool.
Yeah, I don't think anybody uses it the way you do, really. Not cool.
People aren't kind?
I figured that's exactly how you would do it.
And that's how I do it.
I figured that you would be a guy who spoke to the manager to give a compliment.
Right.
When you do it the opposite way and you want to speak to your manager, you're
not good.
There's bigger problems.
You're
in
a
the world.
fiduciary.
Yes. Sharing a Netflix or HBO Max or Hulu, etc. password. Cool or not cool?
Uncool.
Yeah, I go uncool. I'm not off. No, I'll go uncool.
It's cool as hell.
It's awesome.
I knew you two were going to go that way.
I may or may not have one of Pat's. I don't know.
Pat,
good. Theft is fine. If you should say theft.
You want to put people out of work.
You want to put people out of jobs.
That's your job.
That's what I'm doing, Johnny.
That's cool. That's cool.
And give up intellectual capital that somebody else
Netflix allows you to share it with up to 5 people.
No, Time Warner's definitely hurting.
Household.
Well,
in your household.
My sister's from my household.
No, she's not.
God, let me check
That's
that.
a reach.
She is not from your household.
Jamie, do me a favor. Check the Netflix stock price and see how much they're hurting from us sharing passwords. Because let's cry for them.
Guess what? There's the you know how much they lose every year at Home Depot from people stealing?
Oh my God, it's I'm crying for them right now.
There you go.
It's a travesty.
It's all right. You can steal things you didn't know.
Yeah, no, totally. It's stealing. Totally.
You can do that.
Yeah. Using the heart-like symbol.
Heart-like symbol with my wife and daughter. I use it often.
Wait, are we talking emoji or
like
when you double tap and it's a heart?
I don't do that. No, I don't do that.
You mean like when I do this to you, Pat, during the show? Did you say emoji or just a heart symbol?
When you get a text.
I send a heart to my wife and daughter a lot. So, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I got no problem with the heart emoji.
I don't double click. I don't like anything, though, as far as that. Like, I don't like tweets. I don't like anything like that.
I go cool, very cool.
Yeah, I go cool. I heart pictures of my daughter every day.
I heard all of you. Dating
thanks,
websites like Tinder, Match.com, Bumble, and the one that Ben Affleck was on. Cool or not cool?
If that's what you need to do to meet women, then do for it. That's great. Cool. If it's cool to you, why do you care if it's cool to me?
Yeah, I don't find it cool at all.
I think it's cool that guys and girls are getting some ass out there. Good for them.
Well, here's the thing. Bob doesn't think it was cool because women just flocked to him. So he didn't have to worry about going out and finding women.
I seriously cannot believe. You're going to get pissed people off. I can't believe how little game people have that they can't meet. If I have a young virile man in his prime that can't meet women or can't close deals with women, can't go out and meet women, I really wonder, like, you're spending too much time in front of your computer. Too much time on your phone, too much time on your computer. You don't know how to work it.
Some people, just aren't.
I believe that.
Social butterflies.
You believe that too, and you know it.
No,
don't
I don't.
You?
No. Some people find it difficult to.
No. There are some that will. There are some that will find it that way. I'm shocked when I see guys that if God's gifted them with a lot.
Like Connor. He's a good-looking dude in shape, young.
Should not have to use an app.
But it's easy.
Oh, Connor said to me the other day at the golf tournament, give me 15 minutes, I'll get a phone number. He confidently said that. Give me 15 minutes, sit next to anybody, a woman, and I can get a phone number.
Yeah, it might be not her phone number. It might be the phone number of the pizza place down the block.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some kind of phone number.
So.
Yeah.
Hey,
do you
have a stucco home? Call the Stucco Testing Specialist to schedule your professional stucco inspection today. Mention the Fanatic to receive $50 off. Visit StuccoTestingSpecialist.com. It's what I would say is, Jamie, exactly what you're saying there. I don't understand grown men that, and I'm going to just put it to men because we're talking with guys about this. Grown men that seek other grown men's affirmation for what they do.
Yeah, well, I
don't care if I don't like something. Why do you give a flip if I like it? Like don't give a flip about what some guy you don't know or some guy in the meet. Just say if you like something, like it, embrace it.
It's an icebreaker for people.
I like it and embrace it.
I mean, that's the hardest part. You still have to win them over with yourself.
It works. Guy yesterday.
So
I am not a. What would Mike and what would Cuz call it? A tattoosman? I am not a tattoosman. I did
a tattoo on from Star Wars.
I am not a tattoosman. And this gentleman goes,
excuse me.
Oh, you're a John Kincade hates tattoos. He hates people with tattoos. No, John Kincade doesn't want a tattoo, but that's fine if you do. I don't give a flip what you want to do. You want a tattoo? Go get tattoos up your face, up your neck, up your arms, up whatever. If I think that looks silly, don't give a damn what I think, is what I would suggest to you. Who cares? Why are you caring about what somebody else thinks? That should have been, you should have left that at the 6th grade lunch table. Caring what somebody else is.
Yeah.
Is going, like, oh my God.
I wouldn't do it. J.J. Redick was showing me his sleeve of tattoos one time. It was really interesting. And he told me.
Story.
It took he had 2 sittings. It might have been 2 6-hour sittings for all the stuff that he got done. And that's interesting. That's fine. Good for you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it, but I don't.
Right. Just don't do it. I don't like up the arm, up the neck, up the face. Went to prison. Mike Tyson. Like I don't.
Fake tattoos.
It's just don't dig it. But don't give a flip what I think. Who cares?
Have you ever seen Kevin Durant? On the inside of his basketball jersey, he's basically he basically has like a tatted up basketball jersey under him.
He did that for his mother.
Yeah, he covered up all of it. So you can't really see, but he's extremely tatted.
So he did it for his mom because his mom didn't want him all tatted up.
She said, your business is basketball.
Right.
She didn't want him showing tattoos at his place of work.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people might not. If you're in the business world, you wear long sleeves, a shirt and tie. So, yeah, all his tattoos are in the shape of a basketball jersey.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. He's got it's like a full jersey.
You said it best.
Front and back.
You do you.
Yeah, do you.
Markieff and Marcus Morris have the exact same tattoos all over their body of each other.
I'm not going to...
They decorate their apartments when they're on different teams exactly the same.
Okay, that's weird.
It's twin
that's
life.
Like psycho.
It is.
Twin life. There you go. Hey, in the linchpin, Jamie's telling you to not be that guy.
This is the linchpin.
Jamie, you telling anybody to be not that guy.
Well, hear me out. Because, look, there's only one NBA champion, just like there's only one champion in every sport. The Sixers have, I believe, as good a shot as anybody in the entire NBA. And really, it's kind of all we can ask for, right? To be one of those 4 or 5 teams that has a shot. That's all sports are about. So if the Sixers come up short, which is a possibility, and I'm not talking about first or second round exits, I'm talking about an Eastern Conference Finals or a Finals run, please don't be that guy. The guy that goes, I told you they weren't good enough. Nobody likes that guy. Nobody wants to hear from you. They're the number 1 seed for the second time in my life. Let me freaking enjoy the playoffs without hearing, I told you they weren't good enough. I knew this from the start. This is all fool's gold. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Please.
Is it a violation then to anything less than getting to the conference finals? I will absolutely be that guy. I will be that guy in spades.
That's fine.
If this team isn't in the Final Four of the NBA, they deserve every bit of ridicule that they get. They should be there. This team's good enough to be there. They've fallen short multiple times. Got to win 2 series in the playoffs. Anything past that point, as long as they play well and compete well, I will absolutely say it was a successful season.
All right, so what's going to be the number 1 narrative of that guy should it happen? Like you said, I knew this was going to happen.
Ben Simmons can't win you a title.
Right?
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends. It depends.
Yes.
What if Ben balls out? It won't be. What if Ben finally decides, oh, you know what? There's an offensive aspect of this game that I completely ignore, and I flip my nose
for the playoffs.
And I flip my nose up at everybody. It is. So what if Ben plays his backside off? Then he can't be the one to blame.
Well, then it'll be Tobias Harris isn't a good enough Big 3 member, or Shake Milton soiled himself as the 6th man.
I wonder right now, Bob, if that is the one.
You know,
Tobias Harris ends up being the one.
No, he won't.
Okay.
Jim Jackson last night on not the local Jim Jackson, but Jim Jackson who played at Ohio State.
And former
former Sixer great.
Right. He was talking about, and I don't know if you guys caught this.
Like him.
He does. I don't know if you guys caught this, but he was doing the comparison between Giannis and Ben Simmons, and he brought up Ben Simmons' name. And he said, yeah, Giannis isn't a good shooter yet, and he works on it. He goes, so does Ben Simmons, but he won't allow himself to work on it in a game, and that's the difference between the two. Giannis now is starting to take advantage of not being covered outside of the three-point zone because he's giving it a try, and every once in a while he'll make something. He said until Ben gets over that mental hurdle that he has, and it was pretty neat to hear it from an outsider looking in to say that what the problems are with Ben Simmons as far as shooting. And he says what we all think, it's all mental.
He used to get dogged for taking other people's observations and making them his own. I think that one's very valid.
Jim Jackson?
For taking repurposing stuff. There's other ones though that that's good data.
Well, he went at it. He brought it up. It was, if the Sixers are playing Milwaukee, that's the obvious comparison. But for him to bring it up when the final three are probably going to be in the East, those two that were playing last night and the Sixers, for him to bring up the difference and the similarities between Giannis and Ben Simmons, I thought was pretty good.
So Connor and his buddies went to Dollar Dog Night, Bob, and I can't tell if you're appalled or if you are pleased with what went down at Dollar Dog Night.
I got to tell you, I'm a little proud of my man, Connor. I don't mind. It disgusted you. So Connor and 5 of his boys, so that's 6, went to Dollar Dog Night.
Average age of the boys?
Like 26.
Yeah, 25, 26.
Yeah, so their stomachs are still rock solid iron.
Okay.
They ate 61 hot dogs among them.
Just had some dry heaves.
6 guys, they averaged more than 10 hot dogs a guy. Now, our boy Connor...
Pretty cool! Pretty damn cool!
Is he listening to us? I don't know
sure
if he could give us
he is.
I think he said 8.
He had 6.
He had only 6.
He had 6.
So he came up way short.
Yes.
So
of the mean of the group, Connor was below.
I'm a little disappointed in Connor.
6 hot dogs, like 6 hot dogs to you is not even like outrageous number?
I couldn't do it personally. It would be a lot for me, but I mean, if his buddies are putting down 11 and 12 and he only came up with 6, that's
Pat,
pretty
what's your
lame.
number?
Well, I actually use Dollar Dog Night the way it's supposed to be intended. I try to save money, so I get 1.
See, he saves money and does the 1.
Now, I think they shrink. Do they shrink up? They're not the natural dogs.
They're a little
more
wet, so the bun is a little
more wet.
Yeah.
God, remember how they used to serve them? Reaching in with the
jeez.
But so
from the gray water.
First of all, gray water, exactly.
Connor's
I
with
got to
us in
ask Connor,
studio.
what the hell's wrong with you? Have you always been the guy that comes up short with your friends?
Wow. Okay. No. So what's happened? I've
Just
done
on the
this
dating
before.
apps.
So I've done this before. One of my buddies, a couple years back, ate 11 hot dogs. So I gave it a run 2 years ago.
Run being the key word.
Yeah, the runs. No, I gave it a run 2 years ago. I ate like 9. I got like 8 and 3/4.
Did you feel like
done. Terrible? Felt terrible. So I'd already given it a run at the record. So I was just there to enjoy the Dollar Dog Night. Then the competitive juices got flowing a little bit, and I put down a couple extra. I ended up with 7.
Oh, 7, okay.
But I had a couple buddies that were trying to beat the record. So I didn't have anything else to prove. I gave it my best shot.
To me, it's the bread, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's not the
It's
quantity.
just eating the dog without the bread.
It's the
It's
bread.
probably
If
easier.
you told me, okay, you can eat 6 hot dogs, but I don't have to eat the buns.
Ugh.
I still.
But I
would
only
feel
want
like
them. I only like them because of the buns.
See, I hate hot dog buns.
The problem with Connor is he went ketchup. That's a kid's
I like
move.
ketchup and relish.
That's a kid's
That's
move.
what you put on a hot dog.
God, no.
What do you mean?
Spicy brown.
What's
Yeah.
childish about
Spicy
ketchup?
brown.
on a hot
Spicy
dog?
brown and relish is
Like
No,
the
I don't
best.
do relish, but it's fine. You'd be a relishman.
Relish is great.
You guys, oh man,
not with
Get the
ketchup.
little- Get the little sweet there.
If there
no.
was 6 of you and you did 61 and you were the lame ass that only had 7,
that means
you had to have a couple of 12s in there.
We had a 12. We had a 13.
Oh my God! How are they feeling the next day?
Not great. My brother actually went and bought a laxative from a pharmacy so he could go and clear himself out.
Now,
It
South
was
Tunis,
a rough morning.
I think
after
South
that.
Tunis has an 11 night in them.
I think I was going to say
no.
10 for sure, maybe 11.
Tunis can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh
he
my
can put them down.
gosh. Well, sometimes you get the munchies.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Wow.
They get the works.
I'm uncomfortable just thinking about 11 hot dogs.
Oh
So
my
my
gosh.
my
One night,
question,
not a fun morning.
I'm starting to get a stomachache just thinking about it.
Oh my gosh.
Is there any food that goes with sports more than hot dogs with baseball?
Peanuts with baseball. I love it.
I'm a fan of peanuts at a baseball game.
Because I like making a mess.
I like the fresh peanuts though, not the
warm
bag
ones.
that's been
Yeah,
sitting.
yeah, nice
The
warm.
bag that's been sitting in
Yeah.
the back of a car for since opening day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
oh man.
Ballpark dog for me. It's not close.
Jeez.
It's the ballpark
Right.
dot.
Yeah,
That's why they got it every
Did you
stadium.
enjoy some of your spicy
Incredible.
Italian?
Yeah, I did. Thank you
Spicy
for that.
Italian, no onion.
National Hoagie Day. You got
National Hoagie Day. Thanks to Primo. It's the spicy Italian, no onion. Good thing. So that's Connor. So get a good look at Connor, and he is part of our team here at the John Kincade Show. You hear from him now and then. How about this? Connor's going to go and answer the phone right now. Connor is going to give 2 lucky winners a $25 Primo gift card. So call right now, 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975, and you could win one of those 2 gift cards. We will get you there. All right, in the final hour of the show, get to this, and we will find out how you relate to it. It is a challenge. Everybody in the audience will play along with us, and I can't wait to hear my friends' answers here in studio. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Betting over-unders, yeah, you've done that before. Point spreads, parlays, yeah, you've done all that before. Have you done in-game wagering? Because that is where the fun is. I got to tell you, that is where it takes the Parx Casino Sportsbook app and brings you to a completely different level. Because the in-game sports wagering allows you to monitor situations and say, I think I know exactly how this game is going to go. Or, if you're a daily fantasy player, you can be playing daily fantasy with immediate payouts. So you get the opportunity to say, I really like how this player is going to do in this game on this night with this matchup. You always think you have the expertise. Put it to use. Make yourself some cash. I got a risk-free bet for you to use with the Parx Casino Sportsbook app up to $500. So get it right now. ParxCasino.com/PA. Use the promo code FANATIC, and you can take advantage of that $500 risk-free bet. Do the in-game wagering. Make yourself some cash. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you got a gambling problem, please, would you do it? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
You're a middle-aged man. You can't be a DJ.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network, too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost.
Let's go.
Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with the free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone via 24 bill credits while supplies last plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit service and undamaged trade-in required. Most reliable according to independent third-party Umlaut from crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer, no matter what you're craving. Because Wawa now has dinner. Every day starting at 4 p.m., you'll find crave-worthy dinner options that will make everyone happy. Like fettuccine Alfredo, kids' meals, delicious Angus burgers, French fries, and more. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa dinner. Sounds good.
Welcome to Wawa. Would you like to try our new paninis?
This spicy Italian garlic panini looks so crunchy, melty. But Phil, your dad was a hoagie man. His dad was a hoagie man. You are a hoagie man. You know what? Today, I'm a panini guy.
Switch up your routine with Wawa's delicious and crunchy breakfast and lunch paninis. Choose your favorite, like Southwest turkey or a Chipotle bacon egg panini. Available at Wawa.
Do you know where you can find all your favorite Skechers shoes plus amazing styles you probably never even knew existed? Skechers.com. Because at Skechers.com, we have miles and miles of styles of the most comfortable shoes on the planet. We have boys and girls shoes that sparkle and light up. We have retro chic looks like Skechers Delight, so you can rock your best street style. Skechers.com has work shoes, slip-ons, sports shoes, casual shoes, canvas shoes, even Bobs by Skechers that help save the lives of pets. We have performance shoes like Go Walk, Go Run, Go Golf, and You by Skechers. No matter how you like to be active, Skechers.com has you covered. The styles are endless. And on Skechers.com, you can find all the fits you need. Relaxed fit, wide fit, stretch fit, seamless fit, flex fit, and many more. We're the fit specialists. Plus, you can find so many shoes with Skechers' exclusive air-cooled memory foam. Skechers is world famous for comfort, and once you try some on, you'll understand why. So find all the styles, all the fits, and all the comfort for your whole family. Only at Skechers.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course we can help you gear up for that next oil change. We've got a great deal for the job. Right now you can get 5 quarts of Castrol GTX conventional or high-mileage motor oil and an STP oil filter for just $28.99. And you can get it all fast, your way. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Do you hear My Computer Career ads and think, I don't know anything about computers? Well, you don't have to. Before starting, many graduates could turn a computer on and off, and that's it. And now they're IT pros. You could do it too. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new life in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's My Computer Career.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like Taylor Swift choosing what to wear.
It's looking kind of chilly out today. I think I'll go with a cardigan.
Yep, even easier than that. And with our top-rated app, you can bank anytime, anywhere, making Capital One an even easier decision. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
New consumer accounts only. Approval required. Terms apply. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Remember going out to eat? Well, Panera dining rooms are now open. Come relax in our warm and welcoming cafes. Smell our freshly baked bread again. Bite into one of our saucy sandwiches once more. Or dip into our creamy mac and cheese like never before. So come on in and dine in. Visit your local Panera Cafe today. Availability, pricing, and dining room access may vary.
Family & Company Jewelers is back with the perfect gift for Mother's Day. Gold dipped roses dipped in 24-karat pure gold. Family & Company is offering a special discount for Fanatic listeners. Stop into their showroom on Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey, and mention my name, Andrew, to get these beautiful roses for only $54.95. Can't make it into the store? Go to FamilyJewelers.com and enter code word Andrew at checkout.
Family & Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hoagland with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right, whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia. A Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Think of this show as your reward for having to listen to all those political ads this past year.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
9 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show at Cinco de Mayo. It's National Hoagie Day. Lots going on. Thanks, Primo Hoagies. $5.99 all day long for Italian, turkey, cheese, and ham, or cheese hoagies. $5.99 all day long, Primo size. Find your nearest location at primohoagies.com. Great folks. And 2 people have already won Primo gift cards today. I have a feeling that maybe more will in the course of the morning, too, if you stick around here on the John Kincade Show. 9 o'clock hour is brought to you by The Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. You can get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. And for details, go to bagster.com. So I begin with a little game, and every single person in our audience can play along with us. And I actually want some of you to call in and play after you hear what the game is and you hear what I'm asking you to do. So I see a crazy report got sent to me by one of my former cohorts. Said, did you see this? I have not shared any of the results with my team. I am just asking you guys to contemplate and play along. They asked male sports fans in a survey. I can tell you that, let me just scroll, make sure I get the right number here. 395 men were asked. They're all season ticket holders. So they're 395. So just put that in perspective. But I guess they considered it a good sample size. If they think they could coach a pro sports team on game night to a victory, here were the rules. You have to be able to address the team, to give them like the marching orders for the game, tell them what they're going to do. You have to oversee the design of the game plan, but you get the expertise of the assistant coaches to use. And you get to make all the strategy decisions during it. So the question was, I'm going to ask you how many men, first of all, thought they could do it, percentage. How many of them thought they could do it in multiple pro sports? And I tell you, I am one of the men who said I could do it, and I am one of the men who said I could do it in 2 sports. You have to coach a team on game night to a victory. You have to be able to address the team, so you have to be able to talk the talk. You got to be able to oversee the design of the game plan and make all strategy decisions during the game. Bob Cooney, could you do it? And could you do it in multiple sports? And listeners are free to chime in if they think they can at 610-632-0975.
I think I could do it. I think I could do it in baseball because it takes the smartness out of the manager, and I'm not that smart. So, good to go there. Obviously, basketball would be the one that I would love to try
and
it in.
It's pro sports, so you're not talking about like college.
No, yeah. It's their playbook.
Yes. You have to be able to talk the talk. You got to talk the concept. You got to be able to.
I don't think my coaching would win the game, but I think I could oversee a game if they're labeling me as coach and I had all that at my handle. Yes, I do. I think I could.
So you have 2.
Yeah, football I could not. Football I would lose horribly, and hockey I would lose horribly.
Okay, that's good because keep that in your back pocket. So Bob says 2. My 2, I said yes, baseball and hockey. Jamie, do you have 1? Do you have 2? Do you have none?
2 is my max. Hockey, I have no chance. Football, they chew me up and spit me out like a little bee. Plus, the game's so complicated that I'd be fish out of water. Basketball, I think I could do because I've spent my entire life playing, and I helped coach and referee, so I have a pretty good understanding of basketball. And baseball, I feel like all you have to really do is manage the bullpen correctly, and if you do that, you're more than halfway there. So I would say 2.
Okay, so you say 2 also. Pat Egan.
I'm just baseball. That's it.
Why not hockey?
Just print me out a lineup card and we're good.
You don't think hockey you could?
No.
What would it be? Would it be the calling of the lines, do you think?
It would be, okay, I have my initial lines. Things aren't going well. Who am I mixing and matching with? On the fly, I'd be dreadful at that.
It's hard as hell. It's hard as hell to do, but that's it. Okay, Coach, did you have an answer on this? You want to put an answer in?
Can we add in
soccer?
Major League Soccer?
Can. Major League Soccer. After what the Philadelphia Union just did?
Yeah, I definitely think I could do that.
Okay, soccer you could do.
Absolutely.
But would you have sweet post-game quotes like Jim Curtin? And would Cameron be playing?
Yeah, exactly.
See, you'd have Cameron playing every game, every minute.
All 90 minutes.
Yes. Pissing off the other soccer parents.
Sure.
Okay. So soccer. So what percentage of men do you believe said they could do it? That in this
all 4?
395. No, that said they could coach a team in pro sports. They all have to just be able to say
100%. I'll go 85%.
93.
98%.
Okay.
Okay. That in and of itself tells me. By the way,
that we're all idiots.
By the way, this is going to be made into a. I would love to share this data with you. It's going to be made into something that people will watch on TV this summer. So I can't share with you because you're going to say it, but I will tell you that if you do see this summer, you will go, I know the answer. 98%. How many said multiple sports? Since you said 2, I said 2, and Jamie said 2, Bob. Percentage.
90%. 87%.
I'll go 72%.
77%.
I almost went 78.
So more than 3 out of 4 guys said they could coach 2 pro sports to
we're
victory.
all idiots.
Okay, so here is the punchline. They asked pro athletes from all the 4 major sports in America.
Is hockey still major?
They asked pro athletes. There were only 172 of them that responded. What percentage of them said that the average guy could coach a team to a victory? All 4 sports did respond, but they do not give you a percentage of it was this many baseball players, this many basketball players. 172 of them responded.
I'll go 30%.
17%.
6%.
It's going to shock you. 75%.
Really?
Wow.
So they're saying it's not as complicated as people make it out to be.
That was the punchline to me.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, I say that all the time.
How about 2 sports?
But it's funny to hear them say that.
How about 2 sports?
64%.
I'll go 69%.
18%.
Nice.
He's on it right here. 26%.
Wow.
So they believe that a fan could have really expertise in one, but not multiple. By the way, not one professional athlete said that a fan off the street could coach an NFL team to victory.
No.
Not one. Everything, it was unanimous.
No chance.
Unanimous. Hockey being the second most difficult, hockey being the professional athletes, only a couple said that. A handful.
I wouldn't even know where to start in hockey.
It says handful thought that
Sunrise.
the average thing.
Yeah,
that's where they drop the puck?
Here's the strange one, though. Baseball was second to basketball.
That is kind of
You have to
shocking
make all
me.
the strategy decisions. That, to me, is ridiculous for the professional athlete's answer.
But if you believe Shaq, who says coaching's kind of overvalued in the NBA.
Shaq tells us that. And by the way, Shaq's not the only.
No, I'm sure he's not.
I've heard that from Karl Malone. Heard that from various players.
Like Steve Nash last night, instead of calling a timeout, said, no, I want them to, figure it out themselves. And he let them play through it, and they lost. But,
And after watching Joe Girardi manage in the past week, I sure as hell know that I could do
I would have my lineup cards correct.
I
know that.
That would not happen to me. That would not happen to me. And you know what I would also say? I would be writing out every scenario going, okay, 6th inning, Nola gives me 6. Here's the plan. Nola gives me 5. Here's the bullpen plan. Nola goes to the 8th. Well, rarely happens, but Nola goes to the 8th. Here's the plan.
Oh, if you're an average...
You have all day. You have all day to be able to figure these things out. And I'd go, here's the scenario. Okay. And if it's 8th inning and these guys are coming up, I'm going to this pitcher. If it's 8th inning and these guys are coming up, I'm going to this pitcher. You have all day long to have this all worked out. And
all the analytics in
you
your back
shouldn't
pocket.
need binders in front of you to be able to do this.
If an average Joe is coming off the street, John, and doing it, if anything, I think we're going to be over-prepared, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You would have all that.
Yes,
if we're coaching hockey, we're going to have every line shift imaginable. I would have every offensive and defensive play for that basketball team in different situations. I would even implement some zone if I'm doing an NBA game.
Oh, I would too.
I would teach them a matchup zone the day before.
Give me a 1-3-1 amoeba, gents. Let's go. The NBA hasn't seen it. They're not going to know what's coming.
Hey, Staples is evolving to Staples Connect. It's a new world of possible. With innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners, explore what's new at your local Staples store or visit staples.com.
I would be a total Ted Lasso coach. You guys got to watch it.
I have seen so many trailers
I can't wait to watch it, but I don't want to do Mayor of Easttown, by the way.
Well, I tried to start it last night with Addie, and she was tired and went to bed.
And Pat, I
hear good things.
I absolutely take back my critique. No, I don't take back my critique. Her accent has changed.
Yeah, it got back.
And she's freaking.
She's really talented.
In this show, she's fantastic. And it's a really, really good story.
I've heard it's good.
It's a really good story. And it creeps me out, though, that both Pat and I, we're not going to give it away, both Pat and I have the same theory about there's a bit of a whodunit to the story.
Oh, okay.
And Pat and I have the same theory as to who the...
Now, how does that make you feel, John? Well, I don't want to get psychology.
I think
one of us has watched the whole show, and the other one hasn't. So
have you watched it all?
Yeah.
See, you mean you've watched the whole thing?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Are you basically ruining it for me?
No. I watched it the other night.
Oh, so you did. So
yeah,
after
when we had the conversation.
After we talked, tell me if I'm on the right track.
No, don't tell me.
Don't do that.
No. I want to know.
No.
No, I'm asking to know.
No.
I'm not. Okay.
You're not getting it. Watch the show.
You don't want to
should have
get
just
it.
ended it with no.
You got to see it out. That's
Guess what,
the
though?
joy
Yeah.
of binging a show.
I love a good. The minute there's,
You don't wanna know.
The minute I'm watching something and there's a whodunit, I have a.
So you can be the I told you guy.
I don't have
That's
a great,
why.
I don't have a great accuracy, but I have a pretty good accuracy.
You don't want none of this.
You're
As
the
far
I
as-
told you so guy.
As far as figuring out what it was, what was the clue to get it.
So as you know, I rarely go to the movies.
Right.
And we went one time and we saw Sixth Sense.
Yes.
And, it's like this great
Don't
night.
reveal
We're
the
going-
big reveal.
No,
Yeah.
it's 20 years old. You can't.
So, it's a night out to the movies. We're laughing because we never go to the movies. Don's like, oh, my God, we're going to the movies together. We go, and I kid you not, within like the first 8 minutes, I go, oh, he's dead. And Donna's like,
no.
Are you
figured
serious?
that out?
I think I was half kidding, but kind of maybe onto something.
You figured
I
it
ruined
out?
the night. The one time we go to a movie, and I still ruined it.
And then he went to Titanic and he was like, unsinkable.
It's going to
Guarantee this thing sinks.
I swear to you, I never.
People are
I
gonna
saw
die.
Sixth Sense. Had no clue.
I had no clue either.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm being honest. Where I might have been half kidding. I don't know, but I did. I said it at the beginning, and of course, once again, I ruined another night.
Absolutely, and one of the most depressing parts of the Sixth Sense. Pat, did you have one?
Did I have a depressing part?
My favorite, my favorite Philadelphia restaurant that is now closed, the Striped Bass. Loved Striped Bass.
That was in the movie? I haven't
That's
seen that.
the movie where she's at dinner by herself on her anniversary.
Yeah.
That's the Striped Bass.
Where was it? Because a lot of that was filmed in Manioc,
15th and
right?
Walnut.
Oh, okay.
No, it's 15th and Walnut. And
There's an Applebee's there now.
Don't tell me they turned it into an Applebee's.
Eating good in the neighborhood,
no,
Johnny.
They did not. They did not turn the Striped Bass into an Applebee's.
Riblets for everyone.
Okay, if they did, I am. Oh man.
I wonder if that's the new Cheesecake Factory.
If they did, I am. And if they did that if they did either one of those things to Striped Bass,
Cheesecake Factory
I
is
am
delightful.
so pissed. Please find out what's in Striped Bass location.
A little
now.
s'mores cheesecake.
I think it was 15th and
Thai
Walnut.
lettuce wraps.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere right
It's
around
like
there
15th
too.
and
Yeah.
Walnut. Great location, great building, and a great. Gosh, what a great restaurant! It was awesome.
We can go to
All right,
Applebee's there.
In Cooney's Corner, it's been a long time for this.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
And you brought up something, Mr. Kincade, earlier.
Just by accident.
That ties in. And I don't want to. Well, I'm going to, so it
Go
doesn't
for
matter.
it. Go
Do
for
it, Bob. Let
This
her
show
rip.
doesn't get into
The Flyers won the last Stanley Cup in 1970.
I didn't know you were going
Five.
May 27th, 1975.
1975.
I believe it was a Tuesday night, and they won it at like
It
10:40
was in
at night.
Buffalo.
Like
and
10:40
They
at night.
started Crozier in goal when he wasn't their normal goalie.
Roger Crozier.
Left-hander. Yeah. Bob Kelly scored a goal, and so did Bill Clement. They won 2-0. That's the last time they won a Stanley Cup. It's been 46 years. 46 years.
But to Flyers fans, it was yesterday.
6 years. And I still hear players, free agents say, I'm going to the greatest organization. Oh, what a great organization. Which is good. Good for them. I'm glad that people have this feeling. Are we serious, though, here?
It's not a great organization.
But you brought up the New York Knicks earlier.
It's not
And
a great
Jamie said, and you're right. I believe you're right on this. That you say the NBA is better when you have a team like the New York Knicks as one of your better teams. And
I think that's total mythology. It's been proven.
Well, no, it doesn't.
The NBA is fine regardless.
It is.
No, but it's-
but like to me, I can't watch. Not that I can't watch. I find a baseball playoff series going to a World Series better when the Yankees are in it. Just because I think the Yankees are what baseball is all about, and I'm not glorifying them, but that's what it is.
I get what you're saying.
And I hear it hasn't been a part of our lifetime forever that the Knicks were a part of the NBA. But
they haven't been relevant in our lifetimes, except for two little blips on the radar. They
Okay.
haven't been relevant.
But a playoff series in
Wait,
Madison
wait.
Square Garden is special.
What did you just say? They haven't been relative in our lifetime. What?
Really championship relevant in our lifetime as sports fans.
Patrick Ewing
Oh wait,
was
you're
taking-
talking about the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Flyers.
Yeah, well, the Flyers-
same applies.
Flyers have
Because
had
it's the
same type of
exact
thing.
same
Yeah.
thing.
Flyers have been much better than the Knicks, though. That's
It-
the only
it
thing
is-
I'll say in their defense.
The Knicks had a little bit of a run when they had Patrick Ewing and they were contending a little bit. The Flyers have had some. They had it in the 80s. They had it with Lindros. Like,
They had
listen to what we're talking about.
2 years with Keenan, late in the 80s again. In the 90s,
in
had
the
two
80s.
bites at the apple. 2000s had a bite at the apple. They've had it. They've knocked on the door quite a few times to try to close that deal.
But my aggravation level is just getting through the roof.
I get it.
Part of me says it's a shame. It's a shame because it's our team. They're our hockey team. Look, we all love the Flyers. But the other part of me is like, are we kidding ourselves here? And not meaning we, but I don't know. Everyone surrounding the team.
It's the
step away right there.
Look.
We thought they were going to be close this year. What is it about this organization that the next step is never made?
I get it.
46 years.
Bob, it's totally true. And I said I was critical before of the ad on the Flyers broadcasts. Remember what we play for with Bernie Parent holding up 2 Stanley Cup rings. Love you, Bern. You're an absolute wonderful person in every sense of the word. But Bernie Parent holding up 2 Stanley Cup rings that are from when I was barely in elementary school is ridiculous marketing. It's crazy marketing. You're grasping at something from the early 70s, and by the way, nobody does that, especially in sports marketing.
Well, he has to do that because of the fact that it's been 46 years since they won, so he wants to remind people this is what a championship ring looks like.
I think it's terrible. I think it's terrible decision making.
I agree, but it's the aura of the Broad Street Bullies. They did things a different way. They did things so contrarian, and that's why they're so beloved.
That's why they have Hatcher on TV talking about
we're playing Flyers hockey.
Saying, hey, look at them, like they're throwing the body, they're playing Flyers hockey. Flyers hockey hasn't existed for a greater part of this generation. As far as where the Flyers physical,
I mean,
where the
think
Flyers
about that.
intimidate anybody.
There could be guys and girls out there that have 20-year-old kids that never saw the Flyers win a Stanley Cup. I'm not saying
I'm 39 and they're 8 years past me.
46 years old. You could have a 20-year-old kid. You could have a 26-year-old kid. You could have grandchildren, and you've never seen the Flyers win a Stanley Cup.
It is
the Philadelphia Flyers, a revered organization,
and they take no criticism.
It's it's frustrating more than angry to me. It's just frustrating.
Their fan base will fight for them.
I have atrophy. Flyers atrophy. It's hard. Last year, I was into the playoffs and all that, and it was fun. But coming back to reality this year, it's just
and it's every other year.
Man,
they're one step forward, 2 steps back. Paul Abdul would be very proud.
They've literally, I think, made the playoffs and missed the playoffs every year for the past
10 years.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. 10 years, and
which is a great sign for next year.
They're the only pro sports. By the way, the only pro sports organization that's done that.
It's exhausting. 1 year in, 1 year out, 1 year for a 10-year period. Yeah,
no other pro sports organization has ever done that.
Do you get a ring for that?
I do not know.
It's just unbelievable.
I can tell you. That's so frustrating, Bob, and it is. But that is a train that I was off for a long time that I've now jumped back on.
Yeah.
So it's a little different for me.
Yeah.
All because of May 11th, 1988. Not that I hold a grudge. It's a lot different.
So when Ed Snyder was alive and they would be close and you would bring in that, here comes another Peter Forsberg way after his prime, but we're going for it. They never got it.
No, they never did.
And now they went to the youth movement under Hextall and then get rid of Hextall and then it was supposed to be better this year. It's just never going to happen. I just got the worst text in the history of the world.
What happened?
What did I talk about? I went to the movies and I blew it on 6 Cents.
Mm-hmm.
I get a text. We did not see 6 Cents in the movie.
Oh, Bobby.
No, in my defense, I said, yes, we did. She said, no, we watched it on TV and you did that.
Bobby.
I'm pretty sure I saw it in the movie.
And the chances are in Donna's favor that you did not see it.
No, I think we did see it.
By the way, Pat,
theaters.
a member of the Phillies organization has chimed in on my text saying he does not believe there was a kiss cam at the vet.
There was absolutely. I remember my mom being mortified.
He does not believe.
Do you think the kiss cam is like a new thing?
He does not believe there was a kiss cam at the vet.
So what time do you
By
think?
the way,
when do you think they invented the kiss cam?
I'm not asking when they invented the kiss cam. He does not believe that there was a kiss cam at the vet.
Okay.
And he was around the team during that time.
Okay, I can tell you 100%. I saw it. My mom was mortified. I remember it well. 2 chicks making out on the kiss cam at the vet.
I would be hard to believe.
And I'm talking like it was a split second.
Seems pretty convinced.
It was a split second.
To believe that you would. I don't believe you'd make it up, but I do believe that there's sometimes things that you think like you.
But late vet, they might have been trying things to get it a little more hip. I don't know.
Maybe the Jumbotron caught people kissing. Pat thought it was the kiss cam.
I saw people getting it on up there in the little corner by the Jumbotron.
People
there was
getting it on.
I will tell you,
a concert there. Woo! Babies were made up there by that Jumbotron.
By the Jumbotron?
Yeah, that little corner.
Yeah, Johnny Hopkins and Sloan Kennedy. We were up there blazing it up.
Hey, we appreciate you.
The Bone Zone wasn't the terrorist.
We
you know what I mean?
appreciate you. But Jamie's always got to go one step further. He's got to go one step further every single time. We had great news on the Sixers last night and more. We're going to get to that. It's a happy, happy day. Cinco de Mayo, and it's also National Hoagie Day. Get into Primo Hoagies today. And how about this? The next two callers at 610-632-0975 are also going to win a $25 Primo Hoagies gift card. Thanks, Primo Hoagies. We appreciate you. It's the John Kincade Show, and you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. The official sportsbook partner of the Fanatic Philly sports fan? Well, it's the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Why do I want you to bet with the home team? Well, I sort of feel a little more comfortable doing business with the sportsbook that is right up the street. That if I ever had an issue, they're right there. Parx Casino is a place, and it's a beautiful place, and I love visiting it. I also like the idea that when you get started, they're going to say, hey, do it risk-free. Take your chance. A $500 risk-free wager. The in-game wagering, spectacular. And also, too, if you are a believer in fantasy sports, you love playing them, you think you have the expertise, put it to good use. You think you know how many rebounds a player is going to get tonight in that NBA game? Then bet on it. Think you know what the over-under is going to be in the first quarter? Bet on it. So many great opportunities, and you don't have to break the bank. Go to parkscasino.com/PA. Use promo code FANATIC, or get on board. Just download the app today. Get that $500 risk-free bet. Do it. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
God, I am so sick of this crap.
Is this the show?
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Happy Hour and Bob Cooney on a Wednesday night. Check out Beers with Bob tonight starting at 6.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Bob Cooney and Andrew Salchunas go around the world of sports, bringing you updates and breaking news, plus all the betting lines you need. Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob tonight at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Attention auto mechanics and auto body pros. Carvana is hiring in Delanco, New Jersey. Carvana, the company that invented a brand new way to buy cars, is hiring for their Delanco Auto Inspection Center located near Delran, right off of Route 130. Carvana has immediate openings for auto techs, detailers, painters, lot attendants, and other auto specialists on day and evening shifts. All jobs are direct hire, full-time, offer a competitive hourly rate, no flat rate, 100% company paid medical insurance, generous paid time off, tool reimbursement, and much more. Be a part of the Carvana revolution and apply today at joincarvana.com. Do it now while you're thinking about it. Just go to joincarvana.com. That's joincarvana.com.
Paid for by Protect My Car. Restrictions may apply. Plans and costs for coverage may vary. Call for details.
Yo, where's your car? Man, my engine blew, and I can't afford to get it fixed, so no car for me.
Oh, man, that's why I got me an extended service plan. That way, that blown engine would have cost you nothing to repair.
Hold up. You're saying if I had gotten that plan before my engine blew, I could have got it fixed and paid nothing?
You got that right. Drivers covered by Protect My Car will not have to pay for any covered repair bill ever again.
Man, I really should have called and got my car covered before this huge repair bill hit.
If you own a car, truck, or SUV made from 1999 or higher, call 800-704-0558 right now to see if your car qualifies. All repairs for your engine, transmission, and much more can become a thing of the past. Just call 800-704-0558 and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Call 800-704-0558 right now. Call now to find out how you pay nothing for auto repairs. Call 800-704-0558. That's 800-704-0558.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game. And now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Sorry to interrupt your jams, murder mystery podcasts, or motivational beach noises, but we got something else you might like to hear. It's called cash. That's the sound of an extra $250 after your first 10 deliveries with Uber Eats. That's right, an extra $250 on top of all the other cash you'll make during those first 10 deliveries. If that sounds good, visit t.uber.com/extra250. Uber Eats, deliver with us. Limited time offer, terms apply. See t.uber.com/extra250 for more details.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
To all you do-it-yourselfers, get ready to welcome Fram into the fam. Because America's #1 oil filter brand now has their own new line of motor oil and fluids. And it's only at Advance and CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop into Advance and choose from 4 new Fram oil change bundles starting at just $20.99. They have the oil and filters you need to keep your engine running stronger, longer. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
It's like I blinked and suddenly all my business shifted to e-commerce.
Now, my business hours are whenever my customers need me.
My customers want everything now and faster than ever. It's a whole different world.
Your business is changing. The United States Postal Service is changing with it. We're bringing you fast, reliable shipping nationwide, and we're bringing it right when your customers need it. Let's discover new routes. Visit USPS.com/new routes. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. Have you ever thought about becoming a painter? Painters make good money, have an interesting job, and a sense of pride. At Nolan Painting, you can learn a craft and help improve homes and neighborhoods in our region. We'll teach you how to paint. You just need to bring a great attitude. We're looking for upbeat people who have solid previous work experience, a valid driver's license, and a vehicle. You'll earn a good wage, work with a great team, and have opportunities to grow. If you're interested, go to nolanpainting.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Honey, we need to clear the air.
I'm sorry, and I promise it'll never happen again.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The Bryan Evolution Air Purifier captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Family & Company Jewelers is back with the perfect gift for Mother's Day. Gold dipped roses dipped in 24-karat pure gold. Family & Company is offering a special discount for Fanatic listeners. Stop into their showroom on Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey, and mention my name, Andrew, to get these beautiful roses for only $54.95. Can't make it into the store? Go to FamilyJewelers.com and enter code word Andrew at checkout.
Family & Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
No, your radio's not broken. We sound like this on purpose.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Butcher and Singer.
Love that place. That's my favorite place.
Okay, well, that is the old striped bass. That
okay.
That was
Yeah, 15. My wife and I went there for New Year's Eve many years in a row. That was like our tradition.
Okay, Butcher and Singer's on the list.
You feel like you're in LA Confidential.
It's fantastic. Well,
it's got like the little lamps.
Oh, yeah?
And no TVs. It's dark.
But that's the striped bass.
Yeah, big vault in the middle.
Same type of thing. It's
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah, it used to be the bank. That is beautiful.
I love that
Butcher
place.
and Singer is on the list. In a good way, not on the list.
Yeah.
I have to specify that.
I have to eat a delicious ribeye there list.
Oh, I can't wait for that. There is a new steakhouse. So I'm walking over last night, saw NBC 10's John Clark.
Oh yeah, I've
for
been to
dinner
ask
last
you.
night.
How was it? Where'd you go?
We rolled over to Suburban Square, I guess they call it.
I used to work there for many years.
Where did you work?
At the restaurant, kind of across from the Gap and Trader Joe's right there.
We're Not Your Average Joe's is where we were. Bestito?
I think it's that now.
Bestito.
Yeah. It used to be Plate when I worked there.
Yeah, we went over to Not Your Average Joe's last night. Had a good time. And I'm walking over and I see there is a new steakhouse. As I'm walking across Lancaster Avenue in the old Bercy building, there's a new steakhouse called DePaul's Table or something.
Okay.
So I'm walking right by it and I'm like, wait a minute. This looks like a new, really good steakhouse.
Love
right
a
around the
steakhouse.
Oh my gosh. And it's like at the corner. I have a feeling for till construction's done.
Yeah.
There's going to be a visit or two to be able to have a nice steak. Because you can get a good steak.
Oh, there was supposed to be a good steak coming up in my weekend, but I just got word that
no steak.
So I'm going to South Carolina this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, Kyle really
it's
blew it
graduation
here.
weekend, Kyle.
Yeah, so he's only been asked, don't forget to make reservations for Mother's Day brunch, and don't forget to make reservations Saturday night.
Oh, Kyle.
So the Mother's Day brunch is still looking okay. I talked to him about
Wait
a
in
week
line?
ago. We're okay there. The thing was, we were supposed to be going to Ruth Chris Steakhouse on Saturday night for they know there's going to be a lot of people in town
it's
for a planned
graduation.
thing. Yeah, they don't have any reservations left.
Okay.
So that fell by the wayside.
Oh.
Kyle.
Here is what I would tell you is, I guarantee you there is some executive with Ruth's Chris based out of the Philadelphia area.
Oh, no.
No. You're not looking for a free meal. You're just looking for a reservation.
No,
You're just looking for a reservation.
Okay.
I guarantee you that there is somebody that has an association with that company that is going to bail Kyle's ass out.
No, his ass is all right.
No, he's going to get a reservation for you.
He's no. That's fine.
Why?
Because I don't do that.
You don't want to do that?
No. There's plenty of good places to eat down there, so we will find.
Yeah, but it's graduation weekend. Usually those places
they're all
are
going to be
booked.
logged up.
Kyle blew it. Just
don't yell at
throw
me.
him under the bus, back it over, and run him over again.
Nah, I like him. He had his last final last night. He sent me a picture from a table eating a huge steak with many bottles of wine, him and his friends.
Oh, so he was having steak without you.
Yeah.
So he had a reservation for that.
Yeah.
Kyle didn't miss that.
Come on, Kyle.
Oh, here comes the text.
Come on, Kyle.
Stop picking on
Don't pick on my baby.
Kyle's tough. He can handle
Don't
it.
pick on my child. Real estate developer Spring Garden Lending specializes in bridge loans to acquire, rehab, construct, and refinance investment properties. Now offering 30-year fixed-rate permanent financing, Spring Garden Lending faster than a bank, cheaper than alternative lenders. Coach, you're going to have to check the YouTube chat.
Uh-oh.
Because
steak debates now?
No, Charles has sent an email to me and he says, John, I know you comment on your YouTube listeners and what goes on in the chat room. I stopped in today. And a grown man, I'm figuring it's a man because he says his name is Mr. Snuffy.
That sounds
like a grown man.
Mr. Snuffy criticized you for saying that men shouldn't wear yoga pants out in public.
They shouldn't.
He says, I got off the YouTube chat as soon as that started.
Mr. Snuffy sounds like he's into some kinky stuff.
He says, if Mr. Snuffy believes that that the rules do not apply, he said, I would think that is one rule that all of us men could agree on.
Yeah.
We love yoga pants.
Not on us.
We do not like yoga pants on men.
Testicles and yoga pants are not a combination that anybody needs.
You don't have to take it that next level.
Well, we're talking medical terminology here, John.
We don't need to do that.
I'm just saying it's not. They don't match. The
No, they
yoga
don't.
pants and the parts, they don't match.
Don't need to do that.
What was the phrase again?
No,
Moose
don't do
knuckle?
it again. No, don't do it again. Unbelievable. So that was good.
funny.
He said he checked in. And by the way, he said the quality of your YouTube broadcast,
It's phenomenal.
he says, is better than anything you see on ESPN. He
I would
said
agree.
especially that Golick show.
Is Golick still around?
Yeah, Golick's son
Oh.
has the show Golick.
Yeah, they're like on a
and-
MacBook webcam in a basement
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah, the nepotism show.
Wow.
What did I? Oh, I'm sorry. My mic was on. My bad.
You let that
you
slip?
do that sometimes.
That
It's
is
too late to drop that. My bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my
no.
gosh.
I curse my dad every day for not getting me a career.
Unbelievable.
We curse you for getting this one.
My dad could have gotten me a career. I could have carried mail in Drexel Hill. My dad was a mailman in Drexel Hill, and
I love
made
my
a
mailman.
fine living doing it.
So
John Facenda's mailman.
I got Mr. Bill.
What?
Mr. Bill.
Is your mailman?
Yeah, he's the man.
Good dude?
Great dude. He leaves you know why? He leaves a little dog treat for Bootsy every day.
Okay, that's a really great.
And she doesn't bark at him anymore, and she hates mailmen.
Because she loves the treat that he leaves.
Yep. Mr. Bill's
She probably
smart.
smells it on him.
Probably.
On the treat.
So I told my dad I wanted to be a writer, and
he's a newspaper man.
And he was a newspaper man. So
I say, what's wrong with
this
you?
So a Springsteen video comes out that I must have been gushing about. He goes, write up a little thing about it. He said, I want to look at it. He said,
Okay.
I'm serious. Write it up. Be descriptive. Write the way you should. So I write it up and I give it to him. He doesn't say anything for a couple of days. It was, whatever. Story comes out in a newspaper magazine about the video that I had, and it said a lot of the same things I said. And I'm like, Dad, check this out. Look, it's. I had a lot of the same stuff. My dad looks at it and goes, it doesn't mean this guy's a good writer. I was like, damn.
Oh my God.
That's just like insight. You talking about dad advice and stuff?
The dad advice.
That was, that's what I got.
Pat, dad advice like that?
My dad, no, I didn't get any advice like that, unfortunately.
I didn't really.
My dad said follow your dreams.
I got told that. Do you know how many?
I ended up with you guys.
Do you know how many other boys are going to bed tonight wishing that they were? And I'll say it. Want to be Howard Eskin? Do you know how many other boys are going to bed with that dream tonight? I'd be like,
right now, none.
Wet blanket. Well, that's
not a lot of boys.
Wet blanket. Now. Seriously, wet blanket on your kids. Tell your kids that the dreams are attainable.
No, my parents were very supportive.
They were.
Yeah, very supportive.
I love T-Dog. She's actually a better version of you.
Yeah, they when I kind of told them the avenue that I wanted to go into, they said that fit.
She's a breath of fresh air.
Oh yeah,
she's something.
Love that.
She's adorable.
She loves you. I love watching parents love their kids.
In the fresh air, it would be good though. A nice wafting of the warm coffee.
Wow, you're begging this week.
It's amazing because the compliments come and then the request comes right afterwards.
Wow,
dude, you're
shameful.
You're taking two separate events and trying to make a correlation here.
I mean, we're just trying to separate the two.
All right, in the linchpin, Jamie wants to get a little retrospective.
This is the linchpin.
So I heard Andrew Saltunas say this yesterday, and it kind of blew my mind.
Tunas blew your mind?
Well, it wasn't like something he came up with. He just presented a stat.
Good.
Carmelo Anthony became the 10th all-time leading scorer in NBA history just 2 nights ago. Wow.
Okay.
I was shocked. I know he's a great scorer. I know he's had a great NBA career. He's a Hall of Famer, yada, yada, yada. But to think of him as a top 10 all-time scorer kind of blew my mind.
I would never have guessed it.
Me either.
Never. I would have lost. I could have said all night and never guessed it.
I never would have guessed it. And I guess it makes sense. He's had a long career. He was averaging, 28 points a game at some points in his career. I guess it makes sense, but it kind of had me thinking what my gut reaction of Carmelo Anthony is, and that's a great player that would never win. That's kind of my gut with him.
Do you blame him for not winning or not being surrounded by people?
Not entirely.
'Cause I don't think he was ever in a position to win.
But I don't know if he made people better.
Okay.
He's an interesting case study. I can't say one way affirmatively that he didn't make teammates better, but I kind of feel like he didn't.
What player parallels everything you just said almost?
He was a less defined
guy.
Allen Iverson. I always thought he was a big AI.
Right? It's funny.
But AI carried people.
Probably not.
I think he created space for other people to do their thing.
Was he a black hole once the ball got to him?
Oh,
yes.
Was Carmelo?
Yes. Okay.
Where do you think Allen Iverson is on the all-time scoring list?
I don't even know if... I don't think he had the longevity to crack a top 40.
He was in the league 13 years.
28.
37.
25.
Okay.
Is he 25?
So that makes the Carmelo stuff even more startling, doesn't it? Oh my God, he's 10.
Yeah, it shocked me. I was like, 10th?
Do you feel differently, though, about the all-time scoring list with the
new NBA?
Yeah, and the three-pointer. The three-pointer being...
Like Steph Curry is going to have a chance to be... Where's Steph on that list?
Like if Steph ends up the all-time leading scorer, it's because you're...
He just hit a mark that was, I think, the 4th season of over 300 three-pointers.
If he becomes the NBA's all-time leading scorer, I think I'm going to say he's the NBA's all-time leading shooter. And I think he may already
Anyone,
be
you
there.
mean?
He may be the all-time leading shooter in NBA history. But if he ever became the all-time leading scorer, the three-pointer changes everything. Larry Bird scored 58 in a game with no three-pointers or something.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to go generational, and it's funny. Wilt Chamberlain had 100, and Jamie will say he played against the guy.
But he wouldn't have been shooting threes.
No, I know,
a bunch of Bob Coonies.
But like, if you brought Wilt into the game now against these athletes, he'd never be able to score like that. We've both talked to guys that were there that said he would. But it's interesting. You go through the all-time leading scorer list. Top 2 scorers never hit a three-pointer.
You know what's amazing? I'm scrolling this list right now.
And that's why it's on the top 2 leading scorers.
Kareem and Karl Malone.
Never had the benefit of the three-pointer.
I don't think Karl Malone.
I think Karl Malone may at the end.
Maybe
at the end he did. Yeah, at the end he did. Karl Malone did at the end.
Kareem never did.
But again, Karl Malone wasn't chucking.
Karl Malone, three-pointers made in his career. Take a guess.
71.
I'll say less. 22.
85.
Ah, damn.
Pretty good there. Price is right.
Steph Curry, not in the top 50 all-time NBA scorers.
Not yet. He'll be there.
8 years in the league, right?
Yeah. All right.
Feels like longer.
Guess what? We have a request for FanFest, which we hope will come up later this year. The request for FanFest comes from Sabonis777.
What did you say, Arvidas?
We need a T-Dog cookie booth at FanFest.
I mean, she's out of work, so we'll put her to work.
We supply all the ingredients.
Yeah.
All she has to do is bake them and serve them. Everybody can get a picture with T-Dog.
Seems like a good opportunity for a local grocery store to maybe sponsor that booth.
And find out that T-Dog is going to be,
I mean, at this point,
asset.
She's like a 17-year-old who I'm trying to get a summer job, and she has no interest.
Guess
I'll tell you what, we'll make it like a kissing booth, except it's a cookie booth. You pay $1 for a cookie, and we, give T-Dog a little something on the side.
I think it works well. We're having a T-Dog cookie booth. Somehow we're doing this. If she wants to do it.
She's got nothing else going on. I mean, she just sits at home watching Good Morning America reruns.
So she's watching Good Morning America right now?
Yeah.
Reruns.
So she's not baking like a still warm
right now, no.
Cinnamony, buttery goodness coffee.
No chance.
Craig Kelly says, come on now. Give us a little love on that Union game last night. We gave a little love earlier today.
Jim Curtin's the man.
Jim Curtin, well, let's just say he didn't get a handshake after the game ended in a draw. And by the way, Dylan says here, and it's not our Dylan, says, tell Jamie they do not tie in soccer. Did you say tie?
I said tie.
Oh, you said tie, because it said Jamie. He gave Jamie.
But they do in Champions League play, because it's at...
Okay. All right. Now we're going to leave this.
All right.
Soccer.
All right.
Do you even know sports?
Draw. Yeah.
Pat, let's hear
Go
Jim
have some
Curtin
tea and crimpets.
after he would
Crimpets.
No.
It's a butterscotch crimpet.
Cake and milk.
It's a butterscotch crimpet.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
Crumpet. That's so stupid.
Let's hear Jim Curtin after Atlanta United wouldn't shake hands after one loss as big coach.
I said you weren't going to shake my hand again, and we had just had a discussion about the game. I thought our players were diving, and I get that, but I don't think that's what we're about. Again, I said he's an incredible coach. He's an incredible player, but you can still be also a sore loser and be an ass at the end of the game. So I still think there's a right way. I think you should shake hands like men after the game. They'll probably have something to say now that I've said that, but again, I'm not going to just sit here and take it.
Excellent.
Love you, Jimmy!
Orland's finest right there. That's how you handle it.
That is fantastic
Proud
work.
of Bishop McDevitt.
That is fantastic
send him
work.
a text message
Coach Curtin, that is a way you grow the tent.
That is great.
Create the
enemy.
And just look and just say, look, that's Bush League.
Your butt hurt that we beat you and you're the defending champs.
And by the way, this is a soccer coach that is complaining.
I was thinking the same thing.
People are diving. For God's sakes, it is the sport. Pretending to be injured is a major part of every single match I've ever watched.
You're correct.
It's ridiculous. And in the World Cup, it's like the daytime Emmys.
Oh, God.
I expect to see Susan Lucci walk out at some point.
There's nothing worse in sports
That's the worst thing. I think it is on the worst thing of sports.
And what bothers me most about it is they're doing it for a reason. They get an advantage if someone believes it, and it's ridiculous.
And certain countries are worse than others.
Yeah, I went to a great soccer game on Saturday night. Kids, 18 years old, and these guys. It was a great fast, and they were hitting each other. Not one kid laid on the ground, got right up because it was like a prideful thing. I'm not hurt.
No, I mean seriously.
Yeah, I hate that part of the game.
Get up. Get up.
Yeah, Brazilians.
Now today's day and age, though, you'd probably get your parents will complain, whatever. It'd say, get up. If you're hurt, like we'd say, get off the ice. Get off the ice. Don't have everybody have to come for you. If you have to come for you, you're not playing the rest of the game. So if it's that bad, then that's okay. We'll come and get you and we'll take you off. But if it's not, you're not playing the rest of the game. Buck up, Buttercup. Come on.
Why are you looking at me when you say
I'm just saying this. Because now people are trying to say, hey.
Looking right at me.
People are trying to say, can we get T-Dog with yoga pants
you
at
don't
a
want
cookie
that.
booth?
You do not want that.
Let's go.
People are.
Why are we crossing streams
now
here?
We're crossing lines.
I have sweet T-Dog who makes us, delicious
she is the
treats.
Sweetest thing.
And then we have my favorite yoga pants. They don't need to cross streams.
If you really want a 64-year-old woman in yoga pants, then, there's websites for that.
She does not look her age. She looks fantastic.
A couple of years ago, I dragged her to a Phillies game, and there was a givegiveaway for people under the age of 12, and she got the giveaway. I kid you not. She got the giveaway.
Does.
So you both got it.
She's a petite lady.
Yeah.
She's very petite. Just like you're a petite lady.
I'm looking for an old person's home to put
She's
her
so
in.
adorable, though. Your mom is adorable.
I got a little game for you guys.
What's that?
Dwight Howard or Steph Curry? Who's higher or lower on the all-time scoring list?
Dwight Howard.
Bob?
Yeah, Dwight Howard, I think, just moved into like 18th or something, didn't he?
63rd.
Whoa.
Dwight Howard's 6. Oh, no, he got his 18,000th career point.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Steph Curry's 75th. That's kind of like shocking, isn't it?
Well, the first 3 years of Steph's
you got
career.
5 years, though. Give Steph Curry 5 years, he catches up with
Dwight. I know,
Howard.
but it feels like Steph Curry's been in the league like
Does it?
It feels like 11 years.
Well, he was injured his first couple of years. Like, he was really banged up. So...
yeah, he had a bad wrist or ankle.
Yeah, it was ankle, and then yeah.
That's kind of shocking to me.
Matt's saying, get the jet ready on our YouTube. He says, we're going to Mexico City. Build the tent. You know what I'm thinking is here? That's an emailer that used it. That's a person on Twitter that used it. It's one of our YouTubers.
Using it today. You're getting cracked up.
I am a little cracked up.
You're getting choked up
saying,
there.
Build the
it's
tent.
Emotional talking MLS.
Saying, build the tent. I like that.
We can go to the Caesar Hotel.
Build the
Parade.
tent. That's what it is. Build the tent.
Yeah.
Create that in the streets buzz and
you start with the CONCACAF Champions League and it builds and builds.
I got my passport in my bag. I'm ready to get out of the country at any moment.
There's so many.
I'll show it to you. I got it.
There's so many lines in there.
What were you thinking? Hide him in the suitcase?
No, I was just saying there was like we wouldn't have to pay for an airfare.
Yeah.
When we go to Vegas, a coach already asked, "Can we put Pat in a bag?"
Sure.
Can we?
We can put him in one of those cat carriers.
We're gonna have so much fun. Do you realize a week from today? That's where I wanted to end today.
Oh,
a week from today, it is going to be. It is one of my favorite days of the year, and I used to get mocked and ridiculed for it. One of many things I get mocked and ridiculed for. Schedule release in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I obsess on this more than I should. I'm more excited about it than I should be. I love being able to go, look, let me put the dates in the calendar. Let's figure it out when they're going to be playing. I absolutely love the schedule release. Next week, 8 o'clock. We're T-minus 7 days tonight at 8 p.m. Just seeing that schedule release. Bob, you used to work in the newspaper industry, so I put the challenge to you. I expect a leak or two.
Okay.
Work on a leak. You've got an amazing cell phone in front of you. We work on leaks. We try to get some leaks for these games. And we'll play a little game next Wednesday you've never played before.
All right.
About schedule release day, and I love playing it. It's
W's
fun.
and L's.
No, that'd be the day after, and we never play that on this show either.
What?
That's something we never play on this show. Yeah, we do not do the win-loss schedule game.
15-2.
We actually do a thing called show prep. That is not
14-3.
That is when you know your host gave up. How do you know your host gave up today? They said the day after the schedule comes out, let's do the one-loss game and just try to figure it out. Let's just figure out, is it a win or is it a loss?
I got it as a win, John.
By the way, because I always find it's always when's the game where the opponents are going to be injured? You know, it ends up being where you think this is going to be the brutal game of the year, and then their quarterback's injured.
Yeah.
It ends up being easier, and then the game that you thought was going to be this brutal game,
your guy's out.
You end up tripping up and playing crappy. So that's next week. We are 1 week away from the NFL schedule being released. So get yourself a Primo Hoagie today. Find the Primo location nearest you. We appreciate Primo Hoagies for a little breakfast Primo. That's something that was very, very good to do. I don't need to do it for breakfast again, though, anytime soon. Maybe lunch is a fantastic spot to do it.
We can do it breakfast and lunch.
That's very, very good. Primo's always got you covered. Go to primohoagies.com. Have a great day. Tunis will be in the building for Ant. And for all of us here at the John Kincade Show, be sure to be back here tomorrow, bright and early. It'll be May the 6th. May the 6th be with you. See you then. It's Adam.
The John Kincade Show. Wow, getting drunk in the morning on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, it's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy, and you're almost out of time. Mother's Day is here. No worries, I've got the perfect gift for Mom. It's my brand new Sunshine Yellow 24-karat gold dip rose. It's a spectacular sunshine yellow color with little sparkles that will brighten your loved one's day. But we want to add some sunshine in everybody's day. So we're using a portion of each rose sold to support local restaurants by purchasing catering for all those incredible frontline workers. You can purchase a Sunshine Yellow Rose. Know you're gifting sunshine to the moms in your life while supporting local restaurants and thanking our frontline workers. If you're looking to celebrate life, say I love you, or honor Mom on this Mother's Day, this is the perfect gift. This is the most requested gift by moms everywhere. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com and still get fast and free shipping in time for Mother's Day. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.